Buddy buddies.
Last time on Out of the Abyss, y'all were traveling through the Whirlstone tunnels. In fact, I have artwork for the Whirlstone tunnels for y'all to look at. It's like weird in there and creepy. You've been traveling in there for a while, actually. You've had many a battle and encounter. And you finally come across the cultists' hideout. A large cavern with a great ritual circle drawn in blue pigment glowing, and several Darrow pouring their essence into it, where you saw a crudely made statue of a stone giant becoming transformed to appear like it had two heads. You interrupted this ritual and killed slash put to sleep most of the Darrow, all the Darrow. You've dispatched them, including and Droki, who was inspired by the object of his affection and desire, rushed in and dealt the killing blow on several of the higher ranking cultists, including who you might assume would be the cultists' leader, Narak. Narak, you have been told, is also a member of the Darrow Savants, which are the political leaders of Darrow in Gracklestug. You know what it is, like a table. It's almost like a parliament of Darrow that have power at Gracklestug. They are recognized by the Durgar as having authority. And Droki did tell you that these savants do kind of live in luxury and succulence, but the rest of the Darrow don't really know this. And so they're basically like shady politicians who stay in power by riling up their constituents, but keeping the boot on their neck while they kiss the ass of Durgar leaders. And so they don't have Droki doesn't have a very strong opinion of them. He believes that they are holding the Darrow back, which is why he was behind the scenes sneaking things to the Grey Ghosts and the cultists. Narak, the cult leader, is a member of the Savants, but the Savants don't know that he is a cult leader because they are not interested in changing the status quo. Anyway, so he killed him, and it looked like Droki got blasted to death. But after the battle, he nat 20'd his final death save and stood up with 1 HP. So he's still alive. And in fact, the way we ended this session, Cora was playing around with the levitate, or not, the slow fall spell, climbing up the wall with her little slippers, and then gliding down and twirling around because Cora, really wishes that she could fly. And she landed in Droki's arms, who held her like this, with a surprised expression on his face, like a. And we ended with you guys looking in each other's eyes.
Can I tell you that that's what my nap dream was that I was Cora and I climbed up the thing and then I was cast on me and I glided down.
Oh. was Droki in your dream?
Droki wasn't in my dream, no. I think because I can't picture what he looks like, but
I can show you what he looks like.
He's just a little guy.
Let me find
Just
him.
a little guy.
He's a little guy. I opened right up to Buffett by accident.
Hey guys, here's what he looks like.
Jeez. That was creepy. I don't like Buffalo. Buffalo's weird.
We don't either. We tried to
Yeah,
kill
we're
him.
glad we killed him.
Okay.
Except
Tried
for
to kill him. We did kill him.
Can you see this?
We hope we did.
Yeah.
Can you move it more to your right?
You're right. Yeah.
Spoilers. Jeez.
That's
yeah, he's
good.
a cute little scruffy miner looking dude.
What's that on his side? Is that like an animal or a dog or something?
That's his sack of goodies.
Is that
He
a
has a sack of goodies. around his waist. And on his head, he's wearing a hat that has 2 displacer beast tentacles. They're not real ones. They're like
Just
fake
fashionable.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
for fashion. And he
Latest
has
style.
like stone colored skin and white beard and hair.
He's cute.
Droki catches you and looks at you, and for a moment, time stands still. But then he quickly, like, puts his hands up. You are still in slow fall, so you just go boop, boop. And he, like, kind of, like, wipes his sweaty palms, and he goes, sorry, anyways, what just happened, guys?
Oh.
He looks very embarrassed.
What just happened? You kicked a lot of ass. You're kind of cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Droki, quite strong, actually. I didn't want to brag.
Droki, very strong. Droki, kill. How many did like 3 people?
He killed 2 and badly wounded the 3rd.
Yeah.
Droki kills so many.
Droki, keep poison on blade.
Really?
Oh.
Yes.
Very smart. Very smart.
Damage leans over to Anazira and just goes, you know, I just killed 2 people with like insults, but nobody fucking brags about me.
I brag about your cooking all the time, especially now that it's back.
James
You gonna-
blushes.
Cook something for us now. We're quite hungry. I mean, Is anybody else hungry? Do you
That's
think
actually
we
a
could
great
eat?
When in-
point. I could
When
use
are
a
you not
rest.
hungry?
That's
I'm very
fair.
tired.
Everyone tired. Let me move you guys back to the cultist den.
Is this a
as-
good place to stop, or should we find
Droki
a more
points
secluded-
down the way. You notice that this hideout is actually where the cultists have been sleeping and eating. You see their dirty little bedrolls. You see a mess kit, a place to make a fire. You also notice a lot of benches that have restraints on them with blades and tools, and you see little chunks of body parts kind of like on the ground. And you see dried blood in the soil around this bench workstation.
Just a point of questioning. Some of these guys are just asleep, right? Not
Yeah,
all of
I
them are
was-
dead.
We
I-
could save rope. Look, these ones come with restraints already built in.
Fair enough.
You're
So
gonna...
we're tying them to the tables.
Oh my god! You guys!
What? They did it to other people.
I'm not gonna chop them into bits.
I know, but it's
I
gonna
mean,
be
we
so...
could chop them into bits.
You...
I'm just
we-
being. You know how
I don't-
expensive hemp and rope is in this world?
And
Not in this
Zero,
economy.
I think you might be a little hangry. Why don't we just restrain them and then we eat and then we decide what to do after?
And don't eat them.
Yeah, don't eat that. I'm not gonna cook them.
They don't look.
I'm not cooking. I'm not cooking
appetizing.
humanoid flesh. It's just not
That's,
gonna happen.
that's fair. That's fair. I would rather something more delicious. Anything from
Yeah,
you,
I got
Beth. Anything
you.
from you.
We did
Who's
get a lot of
Bob?
meat from those bears, I think.
As you guys are discussing this, and you kind of like trail off as you're trying to figure out what you're gonna do, you realize that it's like for the very first time actually quiet in here. You were having a total ruckus before, very rowdy, but now that it's quiet, you suddenly notice this very low reverberation, like an oscillator turned down to like just below like 20 hertz. You can't hear it, but you can feel it.
Wow. Do you guys feel that? It feels like an oscillator that's just below 20 hertz.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Pain.
What, did you say something hurts, Jamage?
Well, yes, I am quite damaged, but that's another story.
Could get
Is it the
use-
ground?
It's the ground. Like
Is it our friend?
vibrating.
you notice it seems to be coming from this now dormant ritual circle, and you get this ick feeling heavy, like your organs are being pressurized, and it's.
I think
I
I'm
cast,
going to
I cast
vomit.
Dispel Magic on it. Immediately.
I would also like to move the statue of the giant out of the middle.
I
As,
get the fuck out of there.
I was gonna say I would like to also move away. And Azir says, maybe that vibration's what's causing all these rocks that hurt to fall.
so it's not a
should-
vibration, like it's not like the ground shaking. It's like okay,
Okay.
how can I describe this?
Like a
I'm
resonance?
yeah, it's like a resonance. It's like
Like a sound.
okay, so
Like bass.
have you guys seen that old? It was one of those Blair Witch type movies, but it was like the demon one with the baby and the like they were catching with their baby monitor some creepy.
You could not have lost me more.
What is that movie
Yeah.
called? It was a famous scary movie.
You're gonna have to try another strategy. Is it a
Okay.
sound or
It
is
is
it
a sound.
feeling?
It is a sound that
Okay.
is
So
so
is it like a is it like
low.
fluorescent
humming?
lights?
It is so paranormal activity. Thank you. It is a sound that
Okay.
is so low that your ears almost can't pick it up because it's really low, but it's unsettling. Just
like almost physically tangible.
Jamie can hear it better because he has no smell or
I'm
or
trying
taste.
to find. I'm finding a YouTube video that will play this sound.
His other senses are heightened.
Do you hear this?
No.
But I believe you.
I can picture something like kind of like that creepy like.
Okay.
sound
Feel
that
like-
you hear in scary
I'm
movies.
going to post this link in the Discord, and I want you guys
Yeah, I feel
to
like we're
listen
wasting
to
way
this.
too much
No,
time
I
on
need you.
figuring out a single
I
sound.
need you to know what this sounds like.
Oh, gosh.
I need you to know because it's
Okay, so
important.
yeah, Jamich helps take the sleepy boys and restrain them.
Oh, this is making me unsettled. Chat, can you hear it?
Okay.
Ooh, God.
Oh,
Ad.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Thank you.
yeah, I hate that.
Oh, it played a Grammarly ad, so very.
Very, very.
Grammarly does.
That's a weird sound.
That is an oscillator of a sine wave played at 30 hertz. A sine wave,
Okay.
a higher hertz that you can actually hear, just sounds like.
It's like almost soft though. Like the feel of the sound is like kind of creepy, but it's like this.
Yeah,
as
so
if
that's
you're
what I
like-
mean. It's like resonating. So you just feel
Yeah,
that, and the
Like an
closer you get to the circle.
oscillator.
So okay, you cast Dispel Magic. That feeling definitely reduces significantly, but you still feel icky. Except Kothar, you're casting Dispel Magic on this. You know that there's some shifty magic happening around here. You don't feel. You look around and you notice that everyone feels unsettled. You could see it on their faces. It's not that big of a deal, and it kind of annoys you that they are making a big deal of it.
I get that after I cast Dispel Magic or before I cast Dispel Magic?
I think as you are, like, you realize, oh yeah, this is a ritual circle. Like, logically, this is obviously against our desires and bad, but
Let's not do this by Dispel.
I don't know why they're being so judgy. It's just magic. Like, magic's magic.
Okay, Kothar dispels the magic and he turns back to walk away, and he looks at the group and he goes, "What?"
What? Thank you.
Did you fix it?
I still kind of feel it.
I don't think we should rest in this room. I think we should go somewhere else. And
I don't
rest.
see a problem with resting in this room, but if you want to, fine.
You just
See a problem
yeah.
with the arcane summoning circle that was surrounded by cultists when we got here that activated even though they're dead?
I just took care of it.
No, I think I still feel it.
Listen.
The
I
area
would
feels
much-
tainted. Like, yeah, there's nothing active happening anymore. You do. Oh, and as you dispel the magic, you see the stone statue where something was growing out of its neck just crumbles and falls.
Listen, in order for me to cook to my most excellence, especially without the two primary senses I need to cook, I need a positive environment, and this one is not such the positivity that I would imagine a good meal would need.
Yeah, Yes, we
Oh,
have an expression in the.
We gotta have good food.
Wait.
Like,
Fine, fine,
Wait.
fine.
yes, Cora.
Quiet knows. She's gonna go over to the summoning circle, just like sew it with such purpose and determination. And she's gonna start. So the designs that are on like and around the is that how am I looking at it? Like what is it made of?
That blue glow pigment that is made from those blue glow mushrooms that you drew Stool's face with.
Okay. She's gonna start. Is the terrain sort of like dirt-ish?
It's a rocky ground with a dusty layer of sediment on top, like dirt.
Okay. So she's gonna start like dragging her feet over top of it to try to like displace the pattern around. She's gonna go around and sort of like all over it. And then she's gonna take her blanket and she's gonna cover the stone with it. And she's gonna turn around at her work and go, ta-da!
Oh, interesting. Hold on.
Nicole is actually moving the statue out of the center as well.
With the blanket on top of it.
You
Cora
see,
Yeah,
is
with the
making,
blanket on
like-
top of it now.
you see in the corner as you're doing that, another stone statue that is completely crumbled and broken, pushed up against the edge of the wall that has two heads and a name carved in it.
Is it a
What
name
does
that
the
we can
name
recognize?
say?
It's Rahud, the first
Could we
stone
do
giant
some-
that you
Dude.
killed.
Can we do some
Liquid.
sort of inside check to see these like
Yeah, is this one
voodoo
Dorbu?
dolls type thing?
You see what's his name? Yeah, Dorhun on the one that you covered with the blanket. And you see another statue that is normal, doesn't have anything coming out of its neck, looks incomplete, that says Hagram on it.
Do we know these names?
Yes, those are the stone
Yes,
giants that
these
you
are the-
met.
The Stone Seeker Hagram.
Stone Speaker
Yes.
Hagram, and then
His apprentice.
yes.
Dorhun.
Okay, hold on. Where
So the
is
cultists
it?
were trying to influence the giants to grow extra heads?
Okay, I'm gonna fly back now because this is interesting.
Yeah.
Droki
And
goes,
if there's
"Cause
something that will lure me to
madness."
danger, it's witchcraft.
Oh, this is a common practice. It's called an
Mhm.
effigy or a puppet, where you create a replicate of someone in order to affect the person being represented. Fascinating.
So can we
Hemlock
undo
smart.
what they've been doing?
Bingo.
Well,
Can we help these? subjects?
Droki points at where the neck was growing. You fix. And then he points to the broken one. Probably already dead.
He's very dead.
If only we had someone who knew how to work with stone.
Hey, guys, did you know that dwarves are really good at working with stone?
Wonderful.
But I don't know if I can repair this statue, if I cure the giant that
dead?
it was influencing. I could try.
We should
You
try.
might- Yeah, you might kill him, but you might cure him.
Well, he might already be dead, so I don't think.
Which one are
me
you
killing
pointing
him
at?
Further.
Wait, which one
the
are you?
crumpled statue.
You know that person's dead.
Okay.
You killed
Crumpled
him.
one is-
You
Yeah, you killed
Jamitch,
them.
you are the
Oh,
one.
that was me. Oh, that guy. Yeah. Oh, that's such a
He's
tragedy.
dead.
The other guy though is more than like the statue that Nicole has.
The one
I'm going
that
to
you covered
let
with a
me at
blanket.
least do a history check. Yeah, let me do a history check with my stone cunning feature, and see what
you
the
don't need
origin
to
of the
you don't
stone
need
is.
to make a check. I'll tell you. These are
Okay.
rocks from the local area that the
Okay.
Darrow just simply carved into effigies
Got it.
for the purpose of Hemlock has the
Mhm.
right of it.
Is this Droki? Do you think this guy is in trouble? Do I need to do anything to the statue, or did we already fix it?
Second head fall off statue after
Right.
you dispel magic and kill cultist.
Right.
Ritual disrupted.
Okay, so we're good. I don't need to do anything further.
Yes. And then he
And-
pulls up Nurok's little he pulls off a key off of Nurok's neck and presents it to you. Narok
What's
has
this?
special spell book in chest.
For I go over to Hemlock. I go, get to learn new spells.
New spells. Let's go find it, quick.
Let's go.
So, do
we
we
run
have to-
away like excited children. I just fly away.
They running off to learn spells from a cultist spell.
I don't care.
Knowledge is power.
And while we're going, I'm gonna talk about like experience I know like of like people I know who use like puppets and effigies in the Feywild and things and like
Um,
very private magic. They haven't told me anything
before
about it.
Hemlock can run away, Justin's going to quickly ask her, do we have to do something with these effigies to make sure they're not used anymore?
Is there any that are still alive?
Well, these... Oh, none of some of the cultists are still
killed
alive, but would these still affect the people if they're still if their effigies are still active?
Not if the magic was dispelled.
Okay, so if it's been dispelled, they're neutral now. They're
We
inert.
could destroy them once after
Would that-
dispelling magic. If you destroy them before dispelling magic, you might destroy a person. If you destroy them after, it would be much harder for them to bring the magic back.
Let's just keep them as is for now.
We can
We'll
make
let
them
the
having
we'll let the
party.
stone giants decide.
Bring back evidence to Stone Giant. They might give reward.
I like rewards.
Are we
The
going
spell
to
book's
carry a...
great evidence.
We're
Nora.
going
Yeah.
to be
He
carrying
picks
a giant
he picks
stone
up
sculpture.
he picks up one of the heads that fell off and holds it out to you.
We'll take
I
it.
can't carry that. I'm a fairy.
Nicole will take it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You notice that there's a big chest, locked chest near the torture bench.
Open it, open it, open it, open it.
And as you open it, you find a couple of things. You first
That was
find
a really good
a
chest opening sound. What the
that
hell?
was yeah.
What the hell?
that guy off Spaceballs and Police Academy.
You see a jar of Cogtom's ointment, which I will post in the discussion what it does, because I don't know how to pronounce that word. But it's this ointment. I'm going to roll how many doses it has. It's a thick mixture. It smells like aloe vera, and if you put it on your skin or you swallow it, you get 2d8 plus 2 hit points, and you cease to be poisoned, and you're cured of any disease.
I will. Do we? So we know what that is immediately? Is
Yeah,
that-
yeah, it's
okay.
it's labeled.
Okay, yeah. I immediately that's Hemlock. So I don't even
already
try
took
and
it.
use it. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how many doses
Antitoxin.
it has.
Hemlock. I keep digging through.
Has 2 doses.
Great.
And you see a weird little book that is written. The pages are made of mushroom cap leather.
I'm back.
I cast Identify Ritual. Cast it on the book.
The book is Narok's personal journal.
Does it seem?
It's not
corrupted in
magical.
any way? Okay.
It doesn't seem like it's emanating magic. I don't think spell books are magical items, are they?
No.
Or ritual
Not unless
books?
they're a magical spell book.
Okay. So you see, is anybody proficient in Arcana, Investigation, or Religion, and speaks Dwarvish?
Yes.
Jaden,
Bards are great.
Yes, as well.
most of this is Darrow nonsense, but you see 2 rituals are outlined. One that causes a second head to sprout from a living being, and another that allows grafting of a second head onto a person. And then your eyes trace over to that bench with all the tools, and you suddenly realize that that was a spot where this cult leader was attempting to graft on heads onto unwilling victims.
I explained this to Hemlock.
Fascinating. And they were dead.
Yes.
So
or some of them were, and then the others were attached on and
But don't
supposedly
you
kept
understand?
living.
The power of that is, they are.
Yes, they're literally splicing two souls in intertwining them together.
I just make little grabby hands at it.
As you
No, you
grab
want the
for
spell
it, you
too?
see two, like tucked in the leaf, two little folded papers fall down.
Grab 'em.
One of them is a list of names, and found on those names, you see Rahud, Dorahun, Hagram, and a couple others of similar.
Hemlock, stop hogging all the papers. Let me see.
The second is a spell scroll with the Animate Dead spell.
Well, I know how we all feel about that, so.
I
Gosh.
thought we. What do you mean? I thought we told you that it was all right. Didn't we?
Yes, and that's why I know how you feel about it.
Okay, that's good. There's no subtext behind
Oh,
your
hi
wording?
everybody. Would anyone like to be able to cast the spell Animate Dead?
I mean, I
Or
think
the
I,
space
Kind of
towers.
sounds fun.
I don't know. What's the rule with spell casting from spells? You have to just be able to cast spells, period, or you have
I
to.
believe it.
It
you
could
have
be
to-
in your spell. Your
Yeah, it has to be on your spell
list.
list.
Okay.
I know that, like, all I know is for mine being an Eldritch Knight, like, I can cast, was it wizard spells or sorcerer spells?
You can cast wizard spells that are abjuration
Or
or
conjuration, right?
evocation.
Evocation.
So
Mm.
shielding spells and blasty spells.
So I feel like
That's neither.
Yaslin would
Is
be
the only
the only.
option?
Yeah, would be the only other person other than Hemlock.
Jamich can't.
The-
Or
Oh,
Nicole
correct.
can?
Oh, Nicole can. Oh, Jamish
Would Poof
cannot.
be able
I
to?
don't think it's a. That's not a bard spell, is it?
I don't know.
It might
Three
be.
people who can
We'll
divine
have to
cast
look.
in Hemlock.
Yeah.
I just want to know. I'm literally yelling into the group.
Would anyone like to be able to cast Animate Dead?
Seems interesting.
But
I'm
they're
gonna
just like
pick
look,
that off
gives
my
you a dirty
bingo
look.
card.
Jamish like playfully rolls his eyes and keeps looking through the chest to see if there's anything else.
I clock Yaslin's reaction. I'm like, interesting. And then I put the scroll in my pocket.
All right. Droki starts walking over to the little campsite, and you notice the further away you walk from the ritual circle area, the less unsettled you feel. Like it's definitely localized on that spot. And Cora, you you look over at your blanket, and you realize that while the blanket it looks like it's just floating there with nothing underneath it, but it's still like up.
Gonna look around to see if anyone else notices. Does anyone else notice?
Nicole's probably still next to the statue.
I'm still
Nicola?
drooling and waiting for Buff to cook food.
She's gonna
Who's
point.
Buff?
I'm being Jamish. I've been doing the opposite on social media all week. I've been
So
trying to tag
funny.
him as Jamich. I'm like, wait, it's Buff.
I call you guys by your character's name all the time.
That's fine.
Cool.
I respond to pretty much whatever.
What? Do I also
Hey,
see
pretty
it?
much whatever. Are you cooking for us yet?
Just gonna point.
Not in this room. I need a more positive.
But Cora
Open space.
thinks.
Still
Does
feel
Nicole
a little
also see
uneasy
it?
with all
Are
the dead
are you?
bodies
Yeah,
and
you see
corpses
the
around.
blanket looks like it's just floating there in the shape of the statue, but under where like it wasn't big enough to cover the whole statue.
Uh-huh.
Where the base was once there is you don't see anything.
She's gonna like go and like peek under it.
You bonk your head on what feels like stone.
Oh, are you all right? I mean,
Oh. Yes.
As
She's
you
gonna put her hands like she's gonna
you
try to touch
feel it there. It is invisible now. It's a 5-foot stone statue, but it is now invisible.
you do that, Cora?
Well, I'm gonna roll for some kind of intelligence. She's trying to make the connection that the phasers blanket.
I
Either
think-
wild.
I think you don't need a roll for that. I think.
Okay.
Oh wait, are you trying to do you have an assumption and you just want to verify the assumption?
I'm trying to find out if
You know
Yeah, I
Fair's
guess-
Risk causes magical anomalies, and you know that
Yes.
blanket is.
so she's trying to figure out
Saturated.
if this is just something that seemed to be randomized, like what we experienced with every time we spell cast.
I guess you're gonna have to
Um,
throw that blanket on someone else and find out.
On someone else.
Okay. Nakul can feel rock. Touch, please.
Yes, it feels like the statue's still there.
What if Cora take blanket off? Think
Why not?
maybe still stay gone?
I don't know what's causing it, so we can try.
Magic blanket.
You take the blanket off.
Yes. She's gonna.
You take the blanket off, and it looks like nothing is there, but you can absolutely feel something there.
Whoa! Cora, do a magic. She's gonna grab her blanket and run around the cavern
Whoa.
like it's a flag.
Cora, that's a pretty neat trick you learned there.
Is this the statue in the middle of the summoning circle?
Yeah,
Yes.
We
that was
we moved it
delicious.
aside.
you did, but
Is
that's
it a-
it's the same one as the one that's in the
Yeah.
summoning
Okay.
circle.
But at least we're not playing with a magical thing in the middle of the summoning circle. Okay.
We're just playing with a magical thing to the side of the summoning.
Yeah.
circle.
Sometimes I feel
Way
like
back.
Hemlock, like the exasperated mom. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like,
Fix! Statue gone, statue gone. She's like running around.
Ron's looking at you, saying telling you to be careful where you run, and then just completely just runs right into the statue and trips and falls over, and he's like, "Oof."
Cora, I think it's very funny. She's giggling.
Don't hug the statue. We don't know what it'll do to the giant.
"Whoa, statue, gone.
What else?
Still, trip. Make no sense. Very bad,
Statue's still here.
very
I
bad
shouted
trap."
Orcish.
Very
Yeah, I shouted
bad trap.
Orcish. It's invisible. It's still there. Don't damage it.
And he
It can
heals
harm
back.
The giant.
He goes, "Leaving around invisible rocks is a great way to break someone's neck."
Well, as soon as you figure out how to turn it uninvisible, you can do it.
Damage. What else
Let's try
want
and move it over
gone?
to-
Cora,
I want to be gone from this room.
okay. She's
Not visible.
she's thrown up Jamie.
So, Cora throws the Ferris blanket over you. Go,
You
stop,
said it.
stop. And then as you rip it off your face, like what are you doing? And you don't feel any different. But everybody who's looking at Jamich's skin is bright Smurf blue. Jamich doesn't notice this because Jamich is colorblind. But-
Yes.
If I see a single bit of fan art about this,
I'm gonna
I will sue so many asses. You have no
How will
idea.
you?
You would
Goodness.
never know. You would
Yeah.
never know.
Stop.
Jamich is the color of bright blue, like
taffy
like
blue.
Hemlock's background blue, like a Smurf.
Jamich thinks he's invisible, so he just says you can't see this right now, but I am very tired.
And Azura reaches out and like
Sex slumped
grabs
over.
a part of his arm where the blue is visible and is like rubbing it with her thumb. Hey, Jamich, we kind of match now.
What
Kothar
do you
starts
Trying to
to
like
laugh
rub
What
it
do you mean
off.
now?
We can see that.
What do you mean now? What's going on?
Your
Jamich are blue.
Jamich, I know that you are colorblind, but you obviously aren't seeing the world in black and white. So would
No, yeah,
your
I could
skin
definitely-
different.
can you see that Anazira has a color, whatever that color means to you, and you
Yeah, I
notice
would
that now
see
your
if it's the
flesh it's the
same.
same where it
So
wasn't before.
basically, how at least my vision works, if somebody's like turning blue, like their skin tone is turning blue because they're like
turning into
they're,
a
like,
blueberry.
holding their breath or something like that, then I actually can't pick that up.
Well-
But if it's like, If
That
it's
doesn't
like
actually-
Yeah,
what Gnome
people's
is showing
face-
right now, I can totally see that.
Okay, because people's
That's more
faces
like what it would
don't
be.
turn blue if they hold their breath.
Yeah, that's just the
that's-
only thing
that's
that
what- that's what I
actually
mean.
physically changes color when people
Yeah.
hold their breath is like sometimes like if someone passes out and they can't breathe, their lips will get a bluish tinge, but it's very
No.
So
subtle.
you see
Right, right,
Hemlock's.
right.
You see the
So
color
I
of
can't see
Hemlock.
those, but it's like
Do you see Hemlock
yeah,
right now?
but I can definitely see that Gnome is
That's
changing
you.
her colors.
That's-
That's
vibing.
Jay right now.
That's what
Jay
J-Mitch
Mitch's.
looks like. Bright.
Okay, so I can
shiny
definitely see it.
blue.
I just like look down and I'm like, oh, for the love of Morden.
Damn it. As I trying to rub it off with my thumb, I can't say that this is unattractive. Like blue's a good color on you.
Mm.
I mean, that might be biased for obvious reasons, but
Kothar brings out his steel mirror and holds it up in front of J-Mitch.
Why would you show me this?
Are you saying there's something wrong with being blue? And I look at him a little angrily.
So
I wanted
there's
to know when I changed. I don't know if you want to.
there's a folklore story from my town of a man called a Smurf. It's a child's tale, and I seem to heavily represent that person. At least the skin tone reminds me of it, and I just kind of feel a little ridiculous right now, not because of the blue skin, but because of the story.
How tall are dwarves again?
However,
Story.
when Anozira said that she likes the blue skin, it made me feel a lot better.
I'm still trying to rub it off with my thumb though a little bit. You're getting like a bit of a rash where my scaled thumb is still rubbing across your skin. You've lost the fur of your hair in that spot now.
Perfect, because the Smurfs also wear white hats.
I'm gonna like pick up the blanket and like hold it away from my body and say,
Is this wild magic?
Yes.
But hasn't she been wrapping herself in it this whole time? Like, how come it hasn't affected
Yes.
her?
Yes.
It
Make a
probably
history
has.
check, Anazira.
Okay.
I'm assuming it has been, and it just hasn't had that much effect since it's used to.
You gave
Maybe-
this to the sailor smart.
Anazira, you've never seen Cora
Or
mess
Smurf.
with it before you entered,
Oh,
or
okay,
during.
okay.
Like, you think
This
that.
is my first time seeing the blanket for real.
Well, it's not only that, but you're in a Fair's Res infused place, and it seems very enhanced. And so you come to the conclusion that it's possible that your location is enhancing the power that is within the blanket, causing this effect.
Okay.
Yes, Cora gave blanket to Sailor Sprout, and Topsy tell Cora about Dream. Special dream with blanket. Tell Cora.
Oh.
look, oh, I'm like,
Okay. This is a lot for me to handle without any spell slots.
Hey,
So, could we go to sleep?
Damage, you should.
Want
Without the
blanket
blanket.
for sleep?
You should cast Identify on the blanket.
Hey, guys, I have an idea. Why don't I cast Identify on the blanket? Even though
Okay,
we've had
and
it for a
Identify
while.
Is special blanket. for
Let's
Cora.
do it while we walk. That way we can get away from this place.
But stay here.
Walk
Bed
I do
Yeah.
not wish to stay
Oh,
around all
yeah.
these dead bodies and torture tools. I want to go somewhere else to rest. I grab the blanket
All right.
and I start walking to like left over over yonder.
Through the room.
Yeah.
And I was following because I still have a hold of your arm and I'm still rubbing it with my
Mhm.
claw because you haven't made me stop.
I
And
will not.
I go where
But
the food goes.
like it's a matter of pride for J-Mitch at this point. He's not gonna tell you to stop.
burning a hole through his arm.
Yeah. He's just like, he's like the
Starting to
same arm he's holding. He's just like flexing extra hard as well to make you think he's more muscular. With his 8 strength, flexing it out. But yeah, I cast Identify on the blanket as I walk away.
You can't do it as you're walking away. You have to do a ritual.
Fine. I walk away and then do the ritual. cast.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
So you
Thank you, Archangel.
Mark it off your bingo card. Thank you.
SBX love.
Thank you, and High Flyer. Okay, so you realize that yes, this blanket is basically a wild magic blanket. And it is definitely enhanced by your location. But you also realize that it seems to be disrupting divination pretty significantly. And you come to the conclusion that if someone was underneath it, they might be protected from forms of divination and scrying.
Interesting. Is everybody walking with me, or do we? Where are we at right now? What's the
Where'd you
situation?
go?
Because I'm trying to walk away from this room to find like another place to cook, even if it's like just the room over.
There is a cavernous, like a, not a cavern, but there's a tunnel.
Yeah, as long as it's away from like all the dead bodies and like the torture tools, because
So,
I need a positive
there-
space to create.
There is like blood drips heading in that direction.
That's fine. I'm used to blood by now. But yeah, Jamie sits down. He does the ritual cast of Identify, which is just him like tippy tapping the blanket, like stress testing it, like flipping it up like a pizza, hooking it with a candy cane and like running it through his hands like taffy, and then like finally like flips it up and goes, "Oh, this blanket shares all the properties of wild magic, but it seems to have a huge dampening effect on scrying or divination magic. Anybody puts the blanket over them, they'll have an effect, a wild magic effect happen.
Thanks, Odin.
They will be donned as a VIP and will not be able to take any, like, nobody will be able to send messages, scry into them, or otherwise spy on them, or, like, read their mind or anything.
Or detect magic, probably.
I don't know about detect magic, but if somebody's trying to force their way into this person's mind, they won't be able to.
Yes, it's safety blanket.
You said that it was a wild magic blanket, which does that mean that it could fireball us, enlightening us?
100% yes.
Okay, what I want to do is to test this theory.
Let's
I'm going to
not.
take my poison kit. No. Okay, I'm going to take a poison, a basic poison out of my kit and put it under the blanket on the ground.
Okay.
I'm going to step back. I'm going to ritual cast Detect Poison, which is a divination spell.
As you do that, your detect poison does not detect the poison.
Is there any other secret poison in this room that I hadn't found before?
Let's see.
Why waste a spell slot?
I'm just, it's not, it's a ritual, but
See it
why
on
wait 10 minutes?
Brokey.
Yeah, you just see Droki's little, he just has like a contact poison.
Right.
Very
I
basic.
need to ask you about that. Remind me.
It
Next
just,
time.
I
need
just
to know
get
what the-
from Grey Ghost. They give me so I can stabby better.
Yeah, well, I actually know a guy. He's dead, but that's fine.
I watched you kill him.
Right.
Jamie,
Anyway,
run
speaking of-
away.
hey, Kothar. Could I borrow your mirror?
All right.
Thank you.
Hands it over.
I take it and I fly away.
Are you leaving
So
your
if we're
poison, by the way?
alright,
No, I'm gonna retrieve my poison.
When you grab it,
by the way, this
you
entire
notice it's
time-
now glowing hot pink.
Oh.
But it seems
but-
relatively the same as before. It just is now a different color.
Cool. Okay.
By the way, Jamich has as you started your ritual casting, Jamich has been setting up for food this entire time.
Okay.
And is now making sautéed stuffed mushrooms and some with some candy cane flourishes within them.
Do you think we could cook some of that bear meat?
Absolutely, bring it over.
Are you guys taking a short rest?
Probably take
Long,
a
I
long
think.
rest.
Oh,
Think
you're
I
gonna
need a
stay
long
here
rest.
for 8 hours?
That's what I was saying.
I don't
Yeah.
think
I
we have
don't
spell
want to.
slots left.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
We're
Everyone
so
has
low on spell slots. Like,
VIP.
we haven't had a long rest in like 4 sessions.
That's
The last
true.
long rest we
Respect for
had was
Relic.
We've had a
before the
combat
blood.
Super miss
every
all of
single
you guys other than
session.
JTC. Sup my guy. But I'm studying for a huge test and can't stay loudly crying love you all. I'll catch up when I
Oh.
can.
Thanks, Flair.
I didn't hear
That's
"sup
awesome.
my guy" at first.
Hi,
I
Flair.
heard something
Sounds
completely
cute.
different.
Suck my guy, what's going on?
Oh,
Shout out to my boy JCT, suck 'em!
See you Thursday, Flair.
Aye.
Wait, no, shit, that sounds weird. No, listen, stop, pause. I run a D&D game that he's a player in.
Oh,
No,
on
no.
Thursday.
yeah, of course.
I don't
You're
mean-
his,
Uh-huh.
so you're his dungeon
That
master?
sounds weird.
Ooh.
There's
Hold on.
no,
It's
there's
not
no,
like that. I'm just his dungeon master.
there's no judgment
Just
here.
tell him what to do for 3.5 hours. It's nothing.
Don't make it weird.
Flair, throw me a wisdom save.
Not a charisma save?
Oh.
No.
Oh God.
Damn it.
So
Is
I
it
think,
hot in here?
yeah, Scarlet. The point was we were trying to move to somewhere that looked safer.
You,
I just
I'm
think Laura
saying
doesn't want to.
you're going to, if you're gonna rest, you're gonna have to do it in this room.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then I guess we.
Otherwise, you have
down
to
the end
press
of the
Well,
room.
you
forward.
wouldn't. You
Oddness
wouldn't even
of
let us
the-
look down the hallway, Cora. Like, come on.
It's fair.
Okay, well, while we're doing that, then I'm gonna, at least before we rest, I'm gonna block off the corridor. I'm gonna like move some crates, or I'm going to. I'm gonna tell Lucius to move some of these crates.
What are you doing with the sleeping Darrow?
I
We
put them in our
restrained them.
suite.
Oh, that's right.
We chained them up.
You chained him
yeah.
up. Cool.
So Jamich is cooking. He has his mage hand out. He has ritual casted his silent image as well, and you just see floating pots and floating pans, and him looking into that magical cookbook that he got before, or cooking with magic, basically, and like studying it. And then you see him like sprinkle, and it looks like Arcana's like dripping off of his fingers as he's like sprinkling a little bit of magic into it. And you see the like stuffed mushrooms like plump up, look even more delectable, and the smell of the aroma changes into like from half baked to like full baked in like an instant.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
Well,
And
Yasmin's
Azir's still
obviously,
rubbing his arm
Mhm.
and drooling over the food.
Yasmin's obviously going to be dancing while she's still naked, and then after she's finished, she's going to ask if anyone has any clothes she can wear, because she probably
Bingo.
shouldn't be walking around naked everywhere.
I think the only people that have clothes on right now are Othar and
I
No,
still have the
I
sleigh
was
wrapped in
gonna
my
just-
I
bag.
Shirt to the
gave
dead
you my
body.
shirt.
Oh,
I
well,
give
so
you
you're
the-
topless.
Yeah, I'm topless.
I'm
But I have
not
pants.
wearing pants, I guess.
I believe Jamich is Donald ducking it right now with leather armor. If I have to remember correctly.
Okay, so are we setting up for a long rest?
I mean, I'm not sure. Do you guys really have 0 spell slots?
Correct.
'Cause
I
it-
have
Yeah.
one spell slot open.
It really
Yasmin has a
makes
couple.
no sense for you to rest here.
I have only
can
one
keep
of my breath
going,
weapons left.
But you said
Jade-
not to.
Hold on, J Mitch, do you have spell
Right.
slots?
I barely have any.
Because
I
you
think
have
I
an ability to
have-
give other people spell slots.
Right, but it costs me a
spell
spell slot, and I
slot.
have one spell left.
Okay,
Sorry, friend,
okay.
I really gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, go pee.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to find?
Okay, so Scarlet, my question is out of character. Are we able to rest here, or do we need to go somewhere else to rest? And is that also a viable option or not?
This is the thing. You're in this whole dungeon is a very vulnerable place. To
Okay.
rest here means I'm probably gonna have to roll on some encounter tables because
Okay.
this is a weird place to rest, but it gets there's no place up ahead. You're actually very close
Rest
to
it.
the end of this whole thing.
Oh, big borks.
Baby
Delivery.
Borks. I'll let you guys rest. It's just so weird for you to
Okay.
plop here for 8 hours. Like, hey, let's just hang out.
It's
Picture
partially because we didn't get a rest
this.
after the corpse flower fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
Ah.
kind of kept running. We
That's
just were like, "Oh, let's
true.
go," and we made
But-
mistakes.
But envision this. During during the rest, Cora is going to just mimic all the sounds in the room that she heard before. So to passersby, it
sounds
sounds
normal.
like normal time.
Is Cora going to be doing that instead of sleeping?
For the rest of the time that she's gonna take her full amount of time, but then
Sleep.
all the other times.
I'll say
she
you
can do
guys take painstaking care. You set up an alarm.
And chat says that we should set up boxes like around us against one of the walls and just kind of hide behind them as we rest.
Yeah.
No, what we should do, we should write in what language should I write? No, Dwarvish. We should write on a sign saying "Ritual in progress. Do not disturb," and just put it in the corridor somewhere so no one will come down.
Jamich
And it was
writes
dead
that
silence.
in fancy calligraphy, like calligraphy-esque,
Pain of
like
Death.
dwarvish writing, and then draws like a tiny dick shape, like in the corner of it with his glowing pen of wonder.
Which everyone's gonna just mistake as a two-headed giant,
Right.
or poorly drawn. You know,
It looks like a two-headed giant, but if you flip it upside down,
it's a dick.
I'm going to let you all take this rest, but it's going to have consequences.
That's
Thank you, dummy mommy.
reasonable.
There you
Yes.
Am I
go.
gonna get 10 more toes on each foot?
Something like that. You
I mean,
all
we're still
set
putting
up. You eat your bear steaks with sautéed mushrooms on top. You get this much needed rest. You've been pushing it for a long time. Spend your time closing your wounds. And you take turns resting, falling asleep. So go ahead and take your long rest. But everybody needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh wait, you have shortcuts.
Oh, I forgot you can do shortcuts.
I love the shortcuts so much. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh, my 11 was bad. Oh my
it
god.
was so noble.
Oh dear.
Kothar,
Why?
you get a great sleep.
We're in danger.
Everyone else, I am going to do a thing.
Madness
I
table.
don't see.
I also really need to go to the bathroom, but I'm
Oh.
now terrified to leave. Holy shit.
I don't see a hemlock
Oh, we-
save.
Well, Hemlock's not. Oh, she's not. They're back.
Hi, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the spell. If I
You
can-
guys have legendary resistances if you want to use that.
Oh, that's true.
This is not a legendary resistance thing.
It's not a resistance thing. Okay.
Ew. I tried, guys. I'm sorry. I had a great sleep. It was awesome.
Or it's like, you fuckers, I'm already letting you do it.
Ugh.
Okay.
Anyway, my last spell slot that I have is a second level spell slot. Oh no, it's only for an hour. Okay, then I guess it's not worth it. Never mind. I do nothing.
Everyone.
No, I cast I
Yeah,
cast Wither and Bloom on myself to heal myself later. That's all I do. Okay, but I'll
you don't
I
need
will-
to heal yourself. You're taking a long rest.
Well, you're assuming that my rest isn't getting interrupted.
Oh, you're still getting your rest. Don't you worry. Okay,
Oh,
Hemlock,
nice.
you also get a great night's sleep. Everybody else, you are tormented by severe night terrors. You dream of Demogorgon bursting from the dark lake. You dream that he snatches you and puts you to one of his mouths and just rips you apart. And then you wake up, but then you realize you're still in a dream with a head coming out of your neck. And you try to rip it off, but every time you do, it just grows back, and you rip it off and it grows back. These nightmares plague you the entire time that you sleep, and you can't wake up from it until you finally, in pure exhaustion, just your brain wakes you up.
Psychic damage. Okay.
No, you don't take damage, but you notice that you're trembling.
So Anazera cannonly like went to bed still like rubbing Jamich's arm. And in the night terrors, I may or may not have like dug into your arm a little bit with my claws.
Oh no.
So does that
You
affect Yasmin the same way since she trances rather than sleeps?
Your trance is interrupted by these effects. It's more subconscious though, but you do wake up with tremors. Yours felt more like visions. You guys, for the next hour, these tremors are going to affect you. Any skill check, savings throw, ability check that have to do with strength or dexterity will be made at disadvantage for the next hour.
Our hour or their hour?
What do you mean?
In-game hour.
In-game hour.
D&D hour? Or...
In-game. Okay.
I was like, huh?
So Anazira's claws were like digging into Jamich's arm. I feel like Jamich would wake up first, and Jamich just wakes up to his hand, like over Anazira's arm, trying to comfort them, and then realizing that there's blood dripping down his shirt, and like it was actually like the claws like drew blood. If it's okay with the dungeon master, like I would like to take three piercing damage from that.
That's so much damage. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
That is a lot of
getting
damage.
Stabbed with a dagger is 3.
Yeah.
It's a dragonborn claw digging into me all night.
You want to just...
I mean, if you would like to lower your HP, yeah, I'm not going to tell you no.
So yeah,
Did you make fun of me for saying that? Should I roll this at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Like
that's okay. I'm down for being made fun of for taking damage, but that's what I think it thematically fits. So
Okay.
I wanna do it. So there.
You
but
all
yeah,
pack up. You wake up. You
start
pack up.
packing up.
You feel stressed out. But you know that you need to hurry and get out of here. You don't want like being in here anymore. You came here to get an egg. You need to get the egg.
And we all had nightmares.
You all
Almost.
had nightmares.
Is everybody all right?
This place is creepy. I'm ready to be done. Let's get going. Like we have things to do and places better than this to be.
Jamich just looks at Kothar as Kothar says that, and like Anazir's explaining, and just like Jamich has been working tirelessly to like pack everything up, but trying his best to be respectful of other people's stuff. But like at a certain point, Jamich had all of his stuff packed up, and he's like waiting for other people to get finished. And he's like, "Do you need any help packing?"
No, I don't have that much.
I have a mage hand. I have an unseen servant that can help.
I've started grabbing other people's stuff and
You
shoving it in
guys,
their bag.
yeah,
on
you
pheromones.
guys, I'm gonna move you along
let's
here.
get out of here.
We've got encounters to get to.
Work's
All right,
Kothar looks at Hemlock like, what's happening? What's wrong?
Hemlock slept great.
Yeah, like
I'm
we're like, what's wrong?
They're very sensitive.
Droki leads you
I know.
through the caverns, narrow lake kind of tunnels, and you notice that there's a trickle of like blood and dragging marks in the sediment. And you arrive in a large cavern. The first thing you notice is a great pit piled with bodies.
Oh, good.
Very,
Sounds great to
very
me.
maimed, mangled bodies with parts sewn on them, parts missing. The smell is so bad. Everybody but Jamich feels their eyes watering as it assaults their nose. The smell
all
of
laughed at
rotten
me.
flesh. You have no idea that you don't even pick up on this.
I stuff one of the smelling mushrooms in Jamich's mouth so he can suffer with us.
Oh no! Oh
Definitely
god!
just vomits.
The air is very stagnant and thick, and you hear just this constant swarming, buzzing sound as millions of flies gather around these bodies, just constant. You also see, yes, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I didn't know.
In the area is lit by the Fair's Res is there, but you see these like orange quartz crystals reflecting the light and giving off a bit of a glow. And in the center of this giant pit, you see a single wooden structure, like a little watchtower. And from the top, you see a little Darrow, a female Darrow, sitting on the edge, kicking their feet, muttering to themselves with little pebbles, throwing them down into the pit. And as your eyes follow this motion, you realize that there are several corpses that are shuffling around very sedentarily in the pit amongst the piles of bodies. And this Darrow is like using them for target practice, very bored.
Good. Do you think they have any spares?
Why don't you go and ask?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna fly over to the Darrow.
He was kidding. He was kidding.
Can we take a are we able to take a break
A
before
5-minute break, yeah.
Yes.
we get into this?
Yes.
Yes, please.
5-minute break.
Thank you,
Thank you.
5.
Thank you, Dummy Mummy.
You're welcome. Wait, do you want 10 minutes? Like a real break? Pee, water.
Yeah, long
let's do it.
break.
Make it a long break, yeah.
Okay, long
let's
break.
do a long
So
break.
Long
six,
break after a long rest.
so 7:07. We'll come back.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
I'll take the time to get lunch.
BRB chat, and then I'll come talk to you.
Hi.
I need to go feed my cat.
Yeah, this map looks gorgeous. Hi, it's just me now. Well, hey there, friends.
You should start a riot. I'm gonna go make a salad.
Nah,
You know, we need to start a riot.
I'm gonna take some time to appreciate the hard work that our DM puts into these maps. Look, cute crystals colored with the custom lighting effects. Damn. Look at this pile of corpses. All at different degrees of decomposition. We got the bones. These guys were in armor. Good for them. Oh, look at this. There's a pile of skulls underneath. Wonder if they ever had bodies. Maybe those were spare skulls. Such gorgeous corpse ambiance. Well, I'm gonna open Scarlet. Oh god, Scarlet's chat is rioting.
I succeed. Okay, I'll be right back.
Well, I guess I should get a snack too. I just want to befriend this little creepy gnome. And throw pebbles at zombies. This is my first friend. Skull pet, yeah.
My chat behaves. Nobody riots except for Anazero.
Except for Hanno, yeah. How's it going, Kretsu?
It's going.
How dare you?
Ugh. This is very heavy for me right now.
What's heavy?
The armor. I'm gonna take it off.
I got
Unfortunately.
pauldrons like your pauldrons. And I don't wear them because they're like. Oh, let me see if I can reach them. I'm wired in. But they're not nearly as nice as yours. They're like. Clang, 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 clang.
Clank, clank, clank.
Clank, clank.
Yeah, no
Clank,
escaping that.
smash, clank, clank. But like, sick, right? Cool and good and powerful. But look at the fucking girth on this bad boy. Like, yo, look what I bring to the table in terms of noodle power. This mother. I'm like, okay. I've never felt so
Right?
inadequate.
I fit in mine for the most part, but mine is also fairly wide.
Yeah. Hold on. Hemlock wear plate mail now.
I'm Walker's plate now.
Okay. Does the pointy part go in the front or the back?
The front.
Okay, one sec.
Alternative piece of this one, which is just the spalder. It's much smaller. It's just the shoulder bit. Mm,
Right?
it looks good though. Does
Like,
it not have straps?
it does. I'm just not.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
They're not. It's. Yeah, you know the general what do they call it? Cuirass. I always think of it as queer ass. That's not what it's called, but
The
it's funny to
cuirass
me.
is the chest piece.
Yeah, the queer
front and
ass
back.
chest piece.
Yeah,
Mushroom corset isn't quite the same thing, but
it's
yeah.
close enough. It looks good though. It looks like it fit you properly.
Right? It doesn't, but like think of all the bitches I could get with this. Are you kidding me?
I think it would fit if you wore like long sleeve shirt. I think it would fit it a little bit better with the cloth.
Yeah, if I made like I bought some EVA foam because I aspire to be better than I am. And I like want to make like full like chest plate mail. I think that would be sick.
You can.
Right?
I just have all of these random bits and bobs. Like this was for Yulian, which was my D&D character for Curse of Strahd.
Well, I mean, hold on. This is now an armor. It's annoying because I'm wearing.
Yes, this is an armor stream
This is an
now.
armor show now. This is just what. Okay.
Yes. We have what? 1, 2, 3 people that have armor. Hi, Adrian.
So yeah, this is obviously my best armor. Is my uber scale mail, right?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Gnome! Gnome! Oh my god! What is that? Is that
right?
Fuck.
My
Fuck
friends
me.
are going to a Ren fair, and I'm like, I just want to go so I can wear this.
You don't. You can wear that for me anytime you want. Thank you.
And
Sorry.
it sits really nicely on you.
It does.
Thanks.
It like looks like it was designed for you. That's fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then I also made this little druid waist cinch.
Oh.
It's really cute.
I love
Nice.
the
Little
leaf.
oak leaves I made.
Looks so good.
I love
Right?
them.
I sewed it all.
I still can't sew leather very well.
That's hard. You need like ridiculously aggressive needles and stuff. And
Yeah.
So,
best way to
how
do
is
it is
everybody
use an
doing?
awl. Like I
It
use an
turned
awl.
briefly into an armor stream.
This is an armor stream now. I'm just flexing.
I need to
'cause
get
I-
armor.
'cause I
Yeah,
love
you
it.
need
And
armor.
it brings
Please
me
flex.
more dopamine. Making stuff. And oh yeah. No.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
Say it ain't so.
Oh well, I made this Persephone from Lore Olympus crown.
Oh, fuck, I
And I
love
was
that
gonna
bit.
show you, but it got kind of because I put it in a big box. It got kind of squished, but it's.
Of course you did. Of course you made it.
I gotta fix
You know,
it.
if you pre-ordered the hard cover like prints of the comics. The second volume shipped just recently.
I did not.
Oh, I certainly did.
What
They're
else
so
do I have
good.
in here? Oh, my these guys. These guys.
I have
Actually,
not very many like headpiece things.
I love a headpiece.
Mhm.
They are. Look, a single elf ear. Where did
Yes,
you come from?
absolutely.
Something I think Gnome would appreciate.
What? Oh my! And then I made this crystal crown, but it fell apart because I store everything just in a literal giant bag. Like,
It's not show and tell.
Can you say bag again?
bag?
Just Canadian say it. Fun. I love it.
How do you say
So
Bag?
also
Bag.
Dakota, like North and South Dakota, also says it that way.
Yeah, so does like
Bag.
Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Bag?
Wisconsin.
Bag
Bog.
versus
You know,
bag.
Big.
I talked to so many people from North America. I don't even realize the different accent anymore.
They're not. They're
There's
all faking
also
it.
what? Wagon or bagel.
Sheboygan. No.
It's actually pronounced
Poppycock.
bagel.
Yeah, it's a
I know.
bagel.
I went to New York once.
It's a bagel and a wagon.
Oh, remember Hemlock's old headphones?
Literally the only thing I've made in a couple of years is this.
Oh, it's a pan flute.
So,
Mhm.
yep.
I love it.
The last piece of clothing I made was I made a kimono. But
What? That's cool.
it's at my dad's place.
Super humble brag. I just made
It's
a
very simple to make,
I
actually.
made a full kimono. It's all no big deal.
Oh, now that I'm actually wearing it, I can show you Hemlock's like winter
Oh,
corset.
Oh.
Yeah,
Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah.
It looks so awesome.
I love it.
It makes me
Wait,
feel
you
like
need
such
one
a
for
geek.
each
I just buy
season now.
accessories and then layer them.
Well, it's literally the reason it's her winter corset is because it's lined with flannel.
I
And it's too
know.
warm
which
to
is
wear
very
now.
Yeah, it's too
comfortable.
warm for her now. But I
That's
think it'd be
why.
really fun if you did one for every season with different types of mushrooms and stuff.
I
But also it
could-
takes forever.
It's actually not that bad. I'm getting pretty good at like making this style. It's a pretty
Mm-hmm.
basic construction. Although now I'm making a necromancer dress.
Oh.
It is very not Hemlock's energy. It's super horny.
Is that for
Um,
Mondays?
Is that for your TikTok skits?
No, I don't know. I can't. No, it's just for me.
That's amazing. That's great.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know why you're cringing at that. That's perfectly valid and
Yeah,
okay.
like
Like, if
Damn it.
anything, that's like super awesome because it's actually really
Yeah.
rare to find people who will make stuff just for themselves. Most people just want the validation of, which I won't shame because I 100% make things specifically because I want people to appreciate them.
I'm the opposite. I just get like I have these like bees in my head and they crave certain creations and like make it now. And then I'm like, you have so much to do. You were supposed to be making so much more content than you are. Please do something that's relevant to one of your 40 careers. And I'm like, no, dress for me. And then I can be like, I make this and that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, that
yeah,
was.
I've had an idea for a mod for a game to make for like the last couple of years. I just haven't done it. So I understand exactly what you mean.
All right, let's get back into the game.
We still
still
this
missing
map is
Kothar.
so
Oh wait, we are missing Kothar.
like,
Wow.
even though it's dead bodies.
Wow.
Like,
It's
just
because the
such a
camera
cool
was uncovered, okay,
what,
and there
Cora?
was movement. I figured that Kothar was
What?
here.
What, Cora?
This map is so beautiful.
Oh.
It's so
No,
gorgeous.
it's corpses, but like it's
Yeah.
just
I try to make it as gross as possible. You know.
It looks amazing for what it is. Like
Aesthetic, yeah, it's definitely the aesthetic. You got gore
Yeah.
down to a T.
it gets the message across great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Great.
I like the crystals a lot.
Aw, I added little sparkles too.
Because
I love the
it's
sparkles. I was almost like, you're gonna make me want to loot them though. Like I'm gonna.
I
Anastasia's
mean-
gonna be like, shiny,
Oh, we
like,
didn't loot the bodies in the last place.
No, we did not.
Sorry, I
That's
just
okay.
wanted just because we were talking about my feral making energy.
Yes.
Mhm.
I wanted somewhere to store my armor that wasn't in a heap, so I made these baskets. By ripping up fabric into strips, braiding them, and then gluing them and
Dude.
sewing them into baskets so that I just had somewhere to put this. And I was like, how long could it take?
That's always the thought.
Cause I'm fucking stupid. Like, anyway, I got 3 magic
Oh, yeah,
baskets,
I'm
and
gonna
now I
do-
look like shit.
I think they look
3
great.
of those. Those are cool.
It looks really good.
Thanks.
I can definitely relate to that, but like, oh, I'll do this before this time. It'll only take me 5 minutes,
little
and then yeah, not happening.
That's how I end up reorganizing my stream room like an hour before stream and like unplugging everything and then moving all of the furniture
I will
every
say,
6 months.
if you decide to take up a random hobby, run it by me first. I'll tell you how hard it is in the range of all the hobbies I've tried.
Sewing.
Okay. Sewing isn't bad so long as you start with something simple. Like, it's sometimes you look at a garment and you're like, how hard could it be? No, there are patterns. Start with a pattern that's labeled beginner, and it's okay. You just follow the directions and it works.
Okay.
It's pattern drafting is a motherfucker. Mock-ups, an absolute jerk. Anything with a structured garment like corsetry, hard.
Yeah.
And
Is
certain
anyone else
fabrics
hearing
are
that?
terrible to work
Yeah.
with. Try working with just a
Yeah, it's from
cotton.
No.
Yeah, it
Try
happens.
working with non-stretch if you can.
Oh, it's
Okay.
And
I wanted
getting
to
like
like
a-
mix and match, like make dresses that are like the top of this dress, but the skirt of that dress, and like just trace
Oh, of
out.
course, you can't just start with something easy, can you? You're like, no, I'm already making a fashion line. That's how I'm doing it.
Oh no, maybe I shouldn't do that then.
No, a skirt, starting with like a circle skirt is a really easy place to start.
What is that? Whose sound? The
no.
That's gnomes. It's like a little popping sound or something like that.
Uh-oh.
Can you
on
check your,
on their
your
mic.
mic plug?
It
Yeah.
stopped.
It stopped.
That she muted. That's why.
No, she didn't.
She might have
Oh,
muted the
we can't hear
actual
them.
mic. Well,
They,
they're not
yeah,
saying
they muted
anything
the
right now.
actual mic, and then now they're trying.
Oh, I
to-
heard
There
that.
you are.
Oh, there it goes.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Sounds
perfect.
beautiful.
We
You
hear
all.
the boops.
It was just like this weird like feedback as if you were
And
like
then
wiggling the cable or
Hemlock
something.
flew to the Darrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
As let me look at my.
J-Mitch is like holding Cora back away from the shiny.
As it's throwing, it sees you, this fairy wearing the Great Alchemist's mantle, fly up to her. Who are
Did
you?
you make those?
What? Did I make what? Who are you? Wait, are you the Grey? I thought the Grey Alchemist was an old Durgar man.
I am the Grey Alchemist.
Make a persuasion with advantage.
It's not a lie. I suck at persuasion though, so let's see how this goes.
She looks you up and down and goes, "Okay." She doesn't notice the rest of you, by the way. She just notices Hemlock. What are you doing up here? I'm just watching over the pit like I was supposed to. Narok made me sit here. Oh, you know our cult leader, but you guys usually don't talk to us. What is the gray ghosts doing in this side? This is our territory.
Right. Did you make the zombies?
Oh, them? Oh, no. Nobody made them. They just kind of... There's a lot of magic in the air, and that's where Narak dumps his failed experiments after he's done with them. And they're just... Sometimes they just stand up.
Oh.
And look
Can I
at
have
that
them?
one. And she points, and you see a little gnome hand
Aw,
with a obsidian ring on it.
Oh.
look at him go.
And you all remember talking at the very many sessions ago, the ghost of the Svirfneblin deep gnome named Pellic, who Buppido had murdered, asked you to bring his remains back to Blingdenstone and said you could recognize his hand by
I'm gonna
the stone.
Shout over to J Mitch.
Hey, J-Mitch.
Oh, there's more of you. Oh,
You know, it's just one word, right? It's just J Mitch, not J Mitch.
Wonderful. Could you get that? I know I don't want to touch it.
it's
What are
in
you
the
what are you
pit.
asking?
It's scuttling like over the body. It's just
I fly over it and point down.
I cast Mage Hand, and go to swipe for it.
Make a sleight of hand. It's just tries to duck away.
Okay, I have
A
disadvantage.
sleight of hand?
This is the dex.
This
Sleight of hand.
you
This
won't.
is dexterity, so I get disadvantage because of the
No,
sleep thing, right?
you won't get disadvantage on this because it's not you physically doing it. It's the mage hand doing it.
Fair enough. All
You
right.
grab it by the pinky and it starts flailing, and you notice that some of the like a zombie that was like or a dead body that was laying there kind of like opens his eyes and looks at the hand and looks at your hand, and then it like swipes and he grabs the gnome hand
Oh,
and
for the love
bites. And he slowly stands up and starts shuffling.
If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
Oh, don't put this on me.
I fly down, and I'm gonna go up to that zombie and be like, "You drop that right now. That is not yours. Put it down. Put it down."
It slowly looks like it looks very sedentary. It's not like as aggressive as you've seen
Don't make
others.
me gentle repose you. I will. Put it down.
I'm looking for my stat blocks. Hang on.
Hemlock threat.
Don't make me gentle propose you.
Don't make me gentle repose you.
Where are my zombies?
My chat says the hand feels slighted.
Okay,
Good one.
I got a zombie out. It slowly looks at you and it's going to just very lazily take a swipe at you, but it's going to do it at disadvantage because it's lazy. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Oops, wrong button. You take 7 slashing damage as he like swipes you right across the face, and you kind of back up, but his claw hooks you right against the cheek. So now you have like this cut on your cheek, and then it just kind of looks at you. And you like flutter back a little bit, and he's just like, and he's slowly shuffling closer to you, and it's starting to get the attention of the other corpses.
I vicious mockery the corpse as well.
Are you attacking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Full on. I just go and say, you are stupid.
Got him.
Got him.
I couldn't think of any zombie things.
What roll
yeah.
am I making?
I just say you are stupid, and through my magical essence, I spray like spicy chili powder on him.
Okay. What roll do I make?
Let me cast. Why won't it let me cast? There it goes. DC 14.
Target him, and then roll damage.
Yeah. I don't see where he's at.
He is right here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's so many dead bodies. It was hard.
There's a lot of corpses in there, and many of them are moving. All right. Well, he failed his save. He took his damage, and
It wasn't a good zinger. I'll give him that much.
Disadvantage.
Two psychic damage is appropriate.
He like puts his hands on his ears and then you hear the chorus of the little Darrow up top goes, "What the fuck did you just do?" And she is going to scurry down this little platform and run down the whole hall screaming.
No, come back here.
And all these corpses. The one that you vicious mockery, he does that. He starts yelling and he spits out the finger with the
Try and grab it with the mage
obsidian.
hand.
Okay. Your mage hand grabs it, the finger, and the obsidian ring. But all of these corpses start moving, and they start trying to get to the edge of the pit, but you notice there's actually a bunch of spikes out of the cliff. It's like a 15-foot pit. These spikes are going inward, and these zombies are like ripping themselves apart as they're madly trying to dash out.
Hemlock, it's time to go. I got the ring.
I was hoping to get a new zombie out of this, but these ones seem particularly rude.
100% agree. Very, very rude, very inconsiderate. We should run away from them to show our disdain.
You notice they all have like heads sewn on of other like even fully different species and people just sewn on, and the heads that are sewn on also start going.
Rawr, rawr, rawr. This is why you're in a giant pit instead of coming in on adventures with us. Bye.
Are chasing the ring?
No, they look like they're coming after you.
I have the ring. I have it in Mage Hand.
You should.
Yeah, but she was
I'm
wondering
just-
if they were following the ring or if they were.
They seem like they're
James
focused
wouldn't
on you
know that,
guys.
so he just keeps explaining the way he thinks you said.
Are
we all running?
As you guys are
think we're
talking about
running.
this, they're like climbing out. They're like tearing open their own bellies on the spikes as they start. You see some of them. They're like World War Zing, where they're climbing on top of each other, and you all make a dash for it around, avoiding these hands. I need all of you to make a dex save. If you have disadvantage, then apply that.
Okay.
We would have disadvantage from the sleep, right?
Yeah,
Wait, what are we making a dex save throw for? Bleh.
you'll find out.
Life.
I don't like that.
You don't have to make it with
Falling
disadvantage.
in.
though.
Oh no.
You don't have disadvantage. You were fine. No, you weren't.
Yeah.
I lied.
I had a nightmare and I cut you.
Yeah, you cut me.
All right.
Oh boy.
I need Nakul, Anazira, and Yaslin to all take 5 slashing damage as these hands swipe at your ankles and cut into your Achilles tendon. And I need the 3 of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh no.
These are normal, right?
Normal on the
Yes.
Constitution?
Yes.
Did we have disadvantage on those or
No.
not?
Normal.
There was only strength and okay.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Watch me roll a 1.
Oh, that was
That
close.
was-
That was very
Why-
close.
Why would you say that right before you roll?
Because that's just what happens.
Oh my goodness. You all run for your lives as these zombies start coming to and waking up and getting really spooky scary. You run through the halls and you hear the chorus just kind of like fading in the distance. You pick up the pace, go through these winding corridors, and you see up ahead the corridor empties into a cavern, and you see a bright light coming from this cavern. And as you run in, you see it looks like the place is bathed in daylight. You have not seen daylight in over like since you've been captured. Months. Your eyes
Or never.
or never. Yaslin, you're like, your eyes are assaulted by this bright light. Like you have to, like, you're not used to this. And you kind of squint, you can't see, it's too bright. And as your eyes kind of adjust, you see a towering mesa, multi-tiered. There are quartz crystals, translucent quartz crystals, all along the walls and the ground, reflecting this light. You see dust, sun, looks like sunbeams, shafts in the air. You see that this mesa is it's multi-tiered with these kind of rickety ramps leading from one tier to the next, and it splits off into 2 top platforms, natural platforms in the rock that are connected by a single bridge.
Sorry, can I ask what a mesa is?
A mesa is like a mountain that is flat on top.
Okay.
Plateau.
Yeah, like a plateau.
Did you say it was just reflecting light, or is it actually sunlight?
Make an investigation.
Jamich turns to Cora. and says, Cora, I don't think we're in Gracklestug anymore.
Yaslin, it's the sun. Actually, you don't know what's happening. You don't understand. You look straight up, and you do see a bright light source high above that seems to be radiating. What is this
Now
nature
that
check?
the-
What are you trying to do, Hemlock?
I'm trying to see if there's like a naturally, if there's anything like what causing the
Hemlock,
like, is it,
you
like, is it the crystals?
fly straight up because you're like,
What's
and as you look,
Zombies forgotten.
you realize that this is an illusion, a natural occurring illusion, because these quartz crystals are basically reflecting light into each other like a mirror effect, causing an extremely bright light that shines down on everything. But as you fly straight up, you realize there is a cavern top. And as you fly up and you look, you see that little Darrow that ran away frantically talking to another Darrow who looks very impatient with her arms crossed. And you see a third figure kind of hanging back with a little smile, wearing a big iron chain dress and little garnets in the connectors.
Mommy?
A very attractive dwarven woman.
Mommy?
Mommy.
Okay, so I fly back to the group and I tell them what I have seen. And in those terms, because I don't think I ever actually saw a hot dwarf.
So when you see you don't, okay, you can't see that far away. You don't know how attractive she is. You just know there's a female dwarf wearing a weird.
No, I can tell. In my heart,
You can, the way
I'm
she is
feeling.
standing
But
is very
honestly-
femme fatale. You see her kind of like doing this and just twirling one of her locks of hair, looking kind of amused at these Darrow who are just like,
Okay, so the sun is a lie. The Darrow is ratting us out. And there's another one. And there's also a hot dwarf lady.
Why are all these Darrows fucking snitches, dude?
Sorry, a hot
Honestly.
dwarf lady?
Yeah, also the hot dwarf. Describe it like, is it like
Right.
intentionally
It's more
hot?
like an energy. Like I can't actually get close enough to see the details. but,
Kind of like how my energy I exude, right?
Oh, nothing like that. No.
Oh, okay. So then she's just not attractive.
No?
I don't understand.
You do not understand.
you hear a voice. Well, that is all fine and well. And this voice is carried through the cavern, and you all recognize it.
Hot dwarf.
So what you're
Oh.
saying is you never brought back the polished stone? No, Droki never arrived. Droki never delivered. Well, that is quite disappointing. I was really curious about this obelisk you've been telling me about. Very interested. And you look, there is a jet black, shiny obelisk, 50 feet tall, 15 feet across on one side, long, tall, pyramided at the tip, made of a black, shiny material that looks a lot like Cora's little stone. The dwarven woman kind of walks over to it and like traces her fingertips across it very longingly. And the Darrow is like, Droki was supposed to bring it. Droki failed. Droki will be here. I know. Well, hopefully it'll be soon. My master is losing patience with you. We made this deal unwittingly. Don't really feel like it is worth the deal anymore. But I will be back soon. And she looks up And Kothar, you feel her make direct eye contact with you. And
Old Kothar.
she looks at you, doesn't notice anyone, just looks right at you. And almost like a zoom in, like almost like you see her right there. You're like 100 feet away.
Yeah.
But you, in that moment, just in a moment, you notice her make eye contact with you. And she smiles. And you just hear her voice in your head. I hope that Mace has been helping you, brother. And she puts her hands up. No one else hears that. Only Kothar hears it.
No murder.
And a red portal opens up. And as she starts to turn, she looks into the portal. The portal's magic. It's like a film, like a circle, a red energy circle, a film, almost like a bubble, the surface of a bubble, and it's reflective. And you see the reflection of her as she turns to look at it is that of a succubus. And she steps through, and the portal disappears.
She really is mommy.
It's like, should we try and stop her, or should we? Oh,
She's
shit,
gone.
She's already gone.
She's gone.
Then the one Darrow, the one that was talking to her, turns to the other that ran away and slaps her over the head. You fucking idiot! What? I just came to look. There's people coming. I think I saw Droki. I don't know what's going on. I think they might have disrupted some ritual. This is the last time I work with you stupid cultists. The gray ghosts are better than you. Get out of my sight. Okay. And the secondary starts to scramble down like the little ramps, but it's like the ramps are placed in a way where it's not like just a sure way up. It's like he has to run around and then go down and then run. Yeah, zigzag.
Okay, hear me out.
What should we do?
I change into the I trained into the gray alchemist. I disguise self. I'm gonna fly up to that dude.
I will also disguise self as one of the guards that was with the one of the worker alchemists. That was
I
right
will
there.
go as I am and use my Misty Step from my minor boon or major boon, whatever boon it was, to meet them as well.
Okay, so you're gonna start making your way up the mesa.
Making my way? Yeah.
Making my way
I
up the
think
mesa.
are we all going to do that? Because
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I'm like taking a huge shortcut though. I like go up the mesa.
Maybe don't
and-
all come. You might ruin the illusion of me being the gray ghost if it's just
Yeah,
also
I was just
500
following
other people with me.
Yeah.
Or
I'll
not.
wait
Live your
then.
life.
I'll
Maybe
stay
don't
down.
we
bring
would be your
Droki. That might
assistants.
be.
Yeah, I thought we would.
Yeah,
be
and
like,
Droki. Maybe Droki.
I mean, every
Droki
Grey
looks
Alchemist
nervous
needs a
as
new
they were
Grey Alchemist.
talking about him. Oh, Droki in trouble.
No,
Droki's-
Droki in
Droki do
trouble.
good. Cora protect Droki. It's okay.
Droki.
Also,
J-Mitch.
Droki very strong. Can protect self.
J-Mitch will pat Droki on the back and he'll just go, Droki, you're not doing anything wrong. You're being incredibly brave. That's worth something.
Cultists
And-
find out. Cultists find out they'll sew another head on Droki.
Another head.
Didn't we just stop that ritual? Hopefully we stopped them from being
They
able to
do
that
it
for a
just
while.
to be mean, not for rituals.
So no
No,
one's
no, I'm
going to sew
saying-
anybody's head on anybody else anymore.
I actually know
have
how
the
to do
book.
that now.
Okay, maybe Hemlock's going to do it, but not
Let's go
anybody
before
else
they
after that.
leave.
Right. Yeah.
Ah! It's you guys again! And the Darrow cultist who had been making her way down has made it all the way down while y'all sitting there trying to figure out what to do and sees you and starts shrieking.
Hold person.
Cast.
Casting.
But would you
Wow.
like? I'm now as the gray ghost she recognizes. Like we all looked like we're mostly in disguise. I
But
mean,
she
I-
did
Oh,
see
so
all
it's
of
not-
you like literally 10 minutes ago, but the other one doesn't know anything.
Okay.
So your plan's still good.
So
You
I'm
guys
sorry,
have
there's
also
three
kind of figured out that the
cultists?
freaky scared one is a cultist and the
Yeah,
other
the
one
other one's a gray ghost.
yes.
Like,
in
I
fact,
think
is
my
probably
Grey
a
Ghost clout
leader.
will work better on the Grey Ghost than
Yeah,
it did on the cultist. Who
exactly.
Didn't give a fuck.
I didn't target something. You're gonna have to
Oh,
target for me.
okay, okay.
DC 14 Wisdom save.
I forgot to put them out on the
Le map.
map. Let me see. Where are you?
Yeah, but whoever's shrieking, I just like hold person to get them to stop, basically.
Okay. You just completely paralyzed. What is it? A wisdom save?
Wisdom save of 14, I believe.
This person is.
Oof.
What they
A -3.
That's impressive
Yeah.
in a bad way.
So I just
Darrow have a base wisdom of 5.
you just
Okay.
see J-Mitch immediately like Salt Bay flick I don't know, some fucking chili flakes.
You
again.
hear a voice from
Very
over the
chilly day.
mesa. What was that, Dury? Are you still here? Get out of here. Whatever. Can't get any help these days. And then you hear a voice that you've never heard before. Yes. No help these days. Well,
Can I like nature check?
sure. What are you nature checking?
I think it's the egg.
You think that
Oh,
the voice is
the
the egg?
voice.
I would
It's
say
the
that's a
mom's
nature. I'd
egg.
say insight.
Insight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh. Your favored foe is an aberration, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a voice, a very specific kind of aberration. The kind that has a giant eye and many eye stalks.
We run.
And as you look, you
Oh
see
shit.
a white floating form with a blood red eye in the center and a giant toothy mouth and little stalks. And he's just.
Is this only Cora seeing this?
I think you all kind of notice once you heard the voice. And after it has, you notice that this Darrow is just kind of pacing along the bridge, looking at the black stone, and then getting frustrated, and then crossing the bridge and looking at a giant red dragon egg and just kind of like touching it and thinking.
Okay.
I roll history to recall information about this apparition.
Yes. You notice also, you see that it has 4 eye stalks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Dear God.
Okay, you know that as you get a good look at it, you see it's got 4 eye stalks instead of 10. It has a long, snaky tongue. Do you learn specific information about it or just general information?
Let me double check.
I'm also going to need all of you to roll stealth.
I feel like I would have also used my masquerade tattoo and just disguised self also as a gray ghost, like
Okay.
as just a generic.
So it says advantage on wisdom checks for tracking favorite enemies, as well as on intelligence checks to recall information about them.
Okay. You know that this is what is called a spectator. It is very much like a beholder, but not quite as powerful. It is something that crazy people use as like a guard, but they are very dangerous.
Yaslin kind of fell on her butt while trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, so you all kind of duck down, And Yaslin, you like kind of like grind your bare feet into the dirt, and it kind of catches on like a sharp little piece of granite.
Oh,
Yeah, and you go, oh! And then you hear, intruders! And that voice echoes through all of your minds. And we are going to go into combat.
Oh,
no.
Christ on a
Ooh,
bike.
my plan isn't combat based though.
You can
Yeah.
still, on your turn, you do some non-combat stuff.
Do I?
But it sees you and it's going to try to attack.
Do I
Even
know
though she's
any
in
other
disguise as
information
Grey
about
Ghost?
like?
Yaslin, it sees Yaslin, right?
Does it?
yeah, 'cause I
Yaslin
failed
just
my
got a
stealth
nat
check.
1 on the stealth.
Okay.
Was Yaslin disguised as anything?
No.
I'm gonna give Hemlock the opportunity to stop this.
Yeah.
You see
I'm
the spectator rise up, its blood red eye getting glowy, and its little eye stalks start to glow, and it's like ah! And Hemlock, you may make yourself seen.
Okay, I just want to say that I was trying to speak before I didn't have the chance. What I did is I cast enhance ability on myself,
Okay.
to give me advantage on charisma.
Okay. That's cool.
And I'm going to go up to the platform, and I'm gonna say, "What is all this about?"
And this Darrow looks at you. Lorthia, what are you doing here?
I am attending to my business. Our guest left all so quickly, and there was a screaming cultist running around. Where are my updates?
We don't update you. Your job is to make poison, to make alchemy fire. That's what I pay you for. What are you doing up here, away from your post?
I have some research to do. And I'm going to go up to the egg and say, I have learned some interesting things about this.
You're
I
wasting
would like to
time
learn more about it."
researching the egg. I need you to research that. And she points at the obelisk. We need to figure out what that does, or Shal's gonna eat us all. With her vicious little demon teeth. Fucking bitch. Did Droki give you the stone? I've been waiting for it. I'm in a lot of hot water right now.
Droki did not give me the stone. I need another sample.
I'm gonna turn him over to for another sample. Do you know how rare those are? We had to trade so much shit for that. The mind flayers that we bought them from. Oh god.
That's what you get for putting your business in the hands of an insane Darrow.
She looks at you. Excuse me? She is a Darrow.
Oh, I thought I was talking to the other one.
They're both
The
Darrow.
The floaty eye?
Oh wait,
Okay,
you were
anyway, I
talking to
don't-
the spectator. No, the spectator is not talking to you. The spectator is just floating there like a good little servant.
I mean, I'm a Darrow too, aren't I? Right
You're
now?
a Durgar.
Oh, I'm a Durgar.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I know it's confusing.
Whoops. I didn't know that. I thought I was a Darrow too. I thought I was just calling him insane.
No, the Grey Alchemist is a Durgar. This person who is talking to you like you are a subordinate is a Darrow. And she looks stressed out, like that stressed out boss who has a bigger boss.
Middle management problems.
We need to find Droki. I'm gonna find that little shit. I'm gonna feed him to the cultists.
Okay, calm down. I know how to find Droki.
Where is he?
I have my information. I'll sort this out.
That's all you got?
I do need to take this though, and I'm gonna go like tap the egg.
She like scurries over and protectively puts her hand on it. You will do no such thing. That is not
Is
for
it great
you.
for scientific advancement?
I do not care. This is a dragon egg.
Yeah.
This is going to be funding the entirety of all of your research projects for the next 20 years. I have a buyer coming.
I do love research.
The spectator is kind of hovering behind you, and it kind of looks like it's like,
Yeah, I know. Gosh, how close is she to the edge?
Sure.
you could probably shove her. It's like a
How big
5
is the drop?
foot, like 5 feet, and then another 5 feet, and then another 5 feet. So it's like a tiered cake.
Okay. Dang it. Never mind. I was gonna try and assist, but I was like, "There's no way Jameis would have known that Hemlock was going for a shove."
Oh no, I wasn't gonna shove.
She's just staring at you like, is there anything else? I need that stone. We need to figure out what this thing does.
Okay. Well, do you have any notes I could work from?
What do I look like? She looks at the spectator.
Hello.
Can you go get my shit from my office? Just, I don't know, find any newspaper clippings from upstairs. It kind of hates the fact that it's being told to do some like
Menial
gaffer,
task.
yeah, some
Creative work.
So he just kind of floats away, muttering to himself.
Thank goodness.
J-Mitch is holding. He's prepping a suggestion spell at the main cultist, but he's waiting for Hemlock to like
It's a gray
Either
ghost,
succeed.
not a cultist.
Yeah,
the gray ghost person.
It's the Grey
Yes.
Ghost.
I think it's
Ezra has walked up
super-
to at least where
Yes.
Jameis is as well, just because I'm also dressed as a gray
He's
ghost. So I
fierce.
want
Why are all of you guys away from your posts?
I don't know.
Why do I
Hey,
hate
by the way, I want to ask, would you like a healing potion?
you? Make a persuasion.
Oh my god.
With advantage.
Yeah,
Persuasion or deception?
I mean you're trying to persuade him to take a potion.
Yeah.
14.
Should I be taking a healing potion? Did you do something?
Not a ton.
Uh,
I give them out all the time.
all right, I guess.
Perfect. I'm definitely going to hand them a poison.
Is it a potion of poison?
Yeah.
It's like
It's an
the
ingestive poison. Yeah.
yeah, but is it like the poison that looks like a potion, like the very specific item, potion of poison or poison?
Yeah.
Okay. She just puts it in her pack. Okay. Thanks.
You're
Um,
welcome.
I guess we'll just wait until. What's a good spectator
oh, no,
name?
We're not going to do that. I'm going to go look at J-Mitch now.
I cast the suggestion spell, and the suggestion is drink the potion and give us the egg.
You can make one suggestion.
Drink the potion then.
Trying to get away with it.
Big Eye Bruce. Okay.
Here's why I think this plan will work. Hear me out,
What would
DM.
James do?
Because suggestion doesn't let you do something that sounds unreasonable, like drinking poison. But
Right,
suggesting
but they
someone
don't
drinking a
know.
healing
Oh,
potion
that's
is
fine. That's fine. He just
okay,
said,
I'm gonna
and give
I'm gonna
us
go
the
with it.
egg. Yeah, okay.
We've built this up so much, so I'm just gonna say
Okay.
drink the
Cast-
healing potion is the
Cast,
suggestion.
go ahead and cast.
Okay. I keep looking at my quick bar and then it's not there and I'm sad.
It should be up in your little.
On the top.
Yeah, in the top. There's like your
There's
skills,
spells
your
from-
spells.
I know. I suck at it.
It's suggested a concentration, and as you do that, she goes, "Ugh, "What the f?" And she Plinky succeeds. Her name's Plinky, by the way.
Dang it.
She goes, "What the fuck?" And she looks down at you, and then the cultist who is being held person falls to its knees. What the fuck? Why did you attack me?
I didn't attack you. I stopped you from talking. There's very different things.
Lorthio, Who are these? What's going on?
You can't blame me for wanting you to shut the fuck up.
And
That's all I'm saying.
Arizura says, this person completely abandoned their post without checking on what we were here for. We're here to help the Grey Alchemist. Like we're their personal
Plus-
support staff team, and this person just ran away screaming and left their post.
This
So
person is a
plus-
cultist. I don't know what her job is.
Yeah, I don't know either. I saw them waving their hands and like pointing at you, and then they said something like they were trying to get you to do something. It was weird.
Make a deception. You can tell this Darrow is getting very impatient and very sus.
I have +9 deception. Please don't. Oh yes,
Oh.
27.
She kind of listens to what you have to say. She looks down at that Darrow, the other Darrow.
Jamage like matches their eyesight and like concern. Like this was like an issue.
Just go back and remind Narak his place. And the cultist continues to scurry away, very confused, frustrated, and stressed out.
underappreciated at work. I understand.
Jamage like kind of watches them leave, and as he turns his head, he just goes, "Oh, okay."
Perhaps we should relocate the egg because they know where it is. And they might try to steal it.
Yeah, those
Cultists are
aren't
trying to
very-
steal the egg.
Yeah, they don't look very trustworthy. I think that person was trying to get you to give them the egg.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Oh, great. All right, Lorthio.
Typical.
I'm going to put you in charge of the egg if you tell me where Droki is.
Droki? I know that name.
No shit.
Well, would you like to know where they are?
You want to hear something really crazy? I actually just saw Droki
You're breaking out. You're breaking out.
in the summoning circles.
Say that
Oh,
whole thing
yeah.
again.
I said, I actually saw Droki in the other room by the summoning circles.
That's what I was trying to say, but then somebody rudely yelled at me.
I am currently, Cora overhears this. I'm casting Pass Without Trace on Droki and I.
Okay. You guys all, everyone who's back, they're all hiding.
I
Summoning
even go up to the I'm like, to the gray ghost. I'm like, listen, I understand your job is very stressful, but you gotta take some time for yourself. Get some self-care done. All this lashing out is not healthy for you.
She listens to you, and then she looks at Lorthio. Why is your subordinate talking to me?
I'm trying a new management technique.
Before you try
I'm
new
part of
techniques,
HR.
you have to talk to me first.
I came to you first, didn't I?
Did you? Because it sounds like you already have a new management plan that I have not heard
I'm
about
not
until
getting
just
paid
now.
yet.
Have you heard of the scientific method? A lot of trial and error involved. I would love to draw you a diagram about it, though.
No,
I
no,
actually have
no.
this
You don't need to
Ray
draw
Alchemist.
a diagram. Just take the fucking egg, bring it back. Just keep it. Don't. Maybe we should kill all these people so they don't know where it's at. She points to you guys. She points to J-Pitch and
Who do
I
you
like-
think is
I
going
like-
to carry
I
it
like-
for them?
At
We're the
this
muscle
point,
she brought.
I like switch sides, and I'm like at the Grey Ghost sides as they're saying we should kill everybody. I'm like nodding in agreement.
And I'm gonna put my hand on the Grey Ghost shoulder.
Say, don't worry. If things go awry, I'm pretty sure I can.
And I'm gonna
Be like, help! Take the egg.
And
Nicole
Azure comes out
will-
to help take the egg
yeah.
too.
this
And
thing
is
is
there
like
Nicole?
150 pounds.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's a
Between
big
the two of
clunky
us.
egg.
Yeah, between the two of us.
It feels warm.
It
And
kind
it
of rubs my cheek
feels
against it a little
alive.
bit.
Haven't got all day. This is why I
Cora,
bring you grunts.
you feel mesmerized by that obelisk.
Oh, boo! Don't you dare.
It looks just like your shiny rock, but it's all shiny. And so you notice this obelisk is like perfect. It's like shiny liquid black, like an oily black stone. But there
The
are
one that's on the other
chunks.
side of the-
Yes, there are chunks of it missing, and it seems like the plan here was to reconstruct it.
So I'm just gonna say to everyone,
I'll say, okay, team, get that back to my office. And I'm gonna check in with you shortly. We need to keep it safe. Please do not tell anyone. There has been enough loose lips around here, and I stare at the little cultist. And we don't stand for that. I'll just be right back.
and I'm gonna try to kind of intercept the spectator before they make it back to the cavern to get the notes.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay, so I guess Nicole and Azira are just gonna carry it down the mesa as quickly as we can.
All right, you're
Jamich
carrying
is like
this.
Jamich is writing down like 5 tips to de-stress your day. And it's like, okay, you're gonna start with a breathing exercise, then just count different things in the room, like different objects, and then touch 5 different textures, and then hear 5 different sounds. It's really good at resetting the brain and really just grounding yourself, you know? I hand in the paper.
Wait,
Is there any?
hold
in
on.
that
What
one,
you said? I got confused. Who are
I'm
you
saying that to the
to?
Grey Ghost to get them to like practice de-stressing techniques at work.
Oh,
I'm
still here.
Oh,
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
shout back.
I don't pay you for your thoughts.
You don't pay me at all.
Well, fuck, you were supposed to say that.
Hemlock, you follow.
We're still doing an experiment.
This spectator. He's going down a little corridor, and he's like turns, and there's like a little door. And
Hi.
why did you follow me?
I just want to get the notes.
Oh, yes, it's in here. He like
The help are moving things around, and I can't be bothered with that. I'm interested in the science and the research.
he looks down at the knob, and the door flings open. And you could tell he's using his like weird psionic ability. And you see this weird notebook. I guess this is what she wants you to have, and you grab it.
Probably make sure.
Thank you so much.
It looks just as insane as all the other Darrow notes and letters you guys have been stumbling across.
Great. And, you know, just between us, what do you think the obelisk is?
I think it is a point of power. The old Illithid kingdoms from millennia used points like this. If we rebuild, perhaps we can call back the old masters and take back what was stolen.
Right.
The others think it might just be some kind of magical... I don't know what they think it is. I don't think they have any idea. They're Darrow. They're stupid.
I actually agree on that part.
Of course you do. You're Lorthio, the Grey Alchemist, who's a Darrow. Or a Durgar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, good luck connecting with the Illithid realm and summoning the old gods. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
He just kind of like cocks his head and just shrugs. And he's going to just like keep going because he's like, I may as well do my patrol. I'm already over here. And she's giving me a headache. So you guys unload this egg. Plinky, the leader of the Grey Ghosts, is looking very frazzled and just like weighing, is this a good decision? Those cultists, we have this deal, but they've been kind of not fulfilling their bless you end of the deal. And
Just
Bless
between
you,
us, the
handsome.
The cultists are terrible.
Yeah, don't let them drag you down. You're doing a great job.
we're just trying to run a business. They're trying to summon Demogorgon. It's just madness.
It's bad for money.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely bad.
All the heads.
though.
Yeah, it's a little tasteless, isn't it?
Listen, your feelings are completely valid, and it's okay to feel stressed out and anxious in this time.
Did you hire like a guidance counselor? What is this, Lorthio? Who is this guy?
Honestly, I'm questioning my own choices in company.
Ay, ay.
Productivity's been up 13%.
I'll see it when I believe it.
Yeah.
But for now,
What you mean? Believe it when
I'll
you
see
see it.
it when I believe it.
she's a little crazy.
You will see it when you believe it.
Unfortunately, I feel like there's a lot of people who think that.
Oh.
Just whatever you do,
Mm-hmm.
don't put the egg near fire. I'm not trying to hatch that damn thing. I'm trying to sell it.
Of course. What excellent advice. Goodbye. And I fly away.
How much in-game time has passed
Since when?
since we woke up?
Yeah, are we still on the disadvantage for?
You know, I'm going to say it's been about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Cora is going to sneakily, very sneakily approach the obelisk.
We all knew it was gonna happen. It was just a
She
matter of
would be-
time.
She would be like you would notice her. Like she's trying to sneak and not be noticed by the gray ghost. but, like,
Plinky
a party.
is her name.
Yeah,
Plinky.
okay.
But
you
you also
guys-
got passed without trace. You got plus 10 stealth.
Yeah,
on
you. I don't
your
even need you to
normal. I don't
roll.
think anybody's seen
You,
shit.
you scuttle over there. You feel the stone in your pocket almost feels magnetically pulling, just slightly, not like enough to pull you, but you can feel the pressure.
She puts her hands on it.
It's like humming with energy. It feels like you're putting your hands on the side of a computer. It kind of, as you do that and you feel it, it reminds you, has the same energy as those shadowy figures you saw as a young child collect that stone. Has that vibe. I don't know if it's aberrational. I don't know if it gives you the ick or if it gives you the familiarity. I'm not sure.
Okay. And then you talked about, so I want to do like a more thorough investigation of it. You talked about there were like cracks or something in it, or there were pieces.
like missing pieces, like it was incomplete, like chunks missing.
Does it look like she could pry a piece off?
You would probably need a very specific tool to do that. Because there's no there. So this obelisk does not have creases. It does not have seams. It is like a single.
Yeah.
Thank you, Halo Nation.
I do have a hammer.
Oh.
Okay. Do you want to hit the obelisk with a hammer?
And a stake I could chisel.
Can I just say that Nicole has taken the dragon egg down the hallway?
Yeah.
At this point?
Yeah, it's been out.
It's gone.
That's why I'm not
gone.
saying anything. I would 100%
You
try
guys-
and stop Cora if I
Wait,
was in this room.
you guys aren't trying to create an Elder Brain dragon right now?
What? No.
Wasn't on the docket.
I mean,
We might be trying to make a dragon, but not
Okay.
specifically an elder brain.
Is the pass without trace? Does the stealth encompass sound as well?
I'd say if you, it would encompass you can sneakily do it, but whatever happens, happens.
Are you saying that could potentially break their Cora's stealth if she does that?
Yeah, that's my question.
I mean, you could hide beyond that, but you don't know. You're gonna have to hit it and find out.
When the DM says fuck around and find out.
Yeah, okay. Is it, how heavy does it look?
This whole obelisk?
Uh-huh.
It is 50
300
feet high and
Okay.
15 feet across on each of its four sides.
So very
This is a
big,
giant.
quite large.
Is it hollow on the inside? No.
Like
I'll
those
take it
TikTok
away.
on, you know how they like break open the, and then they show
The
off.
Egyptians found a way to make the pyramids. We can find a way to move this obelisk. That's all I'm saying.
Can you hear the ocean when you put your ear against it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. She is going to. How long? Oh, geez. How wide did you say it was? Like
15
5,
feet per
Oh,
side.
15.
15.
Oh.
This is a giant structure.
Okay. She's gonna put her whole body up against it and try to like put her wingspan all the way around, but obviously it's not gonna be big enough. But she's gonna like stick her hands on it and she's gonna try to like move it, and obviously nothing happens, and she's gonna try to like push it like because she really wants to bring it with her because it's shiny. But then she kind of tires herself out and she huffs and puffs and she kind of and she gives it a little kiss and says, I come back for you. And then she scurries away.
Are you taking
Jesus.
the little stone in your pocket is like trying
Pulling.
so hard to come into contact.
I am not gonna let it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I pulled up some secret character sheets just now.
We just dodged a lot of bullets.
I wish
You would have
you
dodged an elder god coming
I
back.
personally,
Can we smash cut and say that none of this happens, but just for fun, can we see what would have happened?
I personally would have
I
loved
know,
it.
let
If
I
we
feel
had
like
a
I know.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
don't
better that you
want-
never know.
I actually don't want to know.
Yeah, I
don't
Oh,
wanna know.
I do. Okay,
Actually,
that's
that
fine.
was a piece of DM advice I saw on a video. It said it's very tempting to tell people what would have happened if they made different decisions, but it's better not to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because then they're
You
gonna
can
start
always
questioning.
have that in your pocket for later.
Yeah, exactly. This might be a thing later.
Proteum tips.
I personally would love to know what would happen if we had tried to put the fake stone on it. If that would have done
Nothing.
something. Nothing, or maybe something.
Anyway, we guess we'll never know. J-Mitch is going to like smash cut back, and J-Mitch is like, listen, you need to understand that even though you're a part of like an organization or whatever, you have rights. Speak out to your local union leader. Ask them what your hours are supposed to be. Sounds like you're being overworked.
Plinky wants to
Murder.
slap the glasses off your face right now,
Mhm.
and she might, if you don't hurry and get out of her face.
I'm gonna flutter back and be like, David, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Right. Your local 377 is a great resource. Okay, bye.
We gotta get the fuck out of here, J-Mitch.
I run. Sorry, I got so into character, I couldn't stop.
Me and Nicole are still hefting the egg.
What
I'm
character?
kind
You're
of
like-
rubbing my face against it a little bit.
I don't know. I was like an HR guy, and I got really into it. It sounds like something
Lucius
I
has
would
been
do.
staring at this egg like
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
touching
So-
it. Ooh.
Yep, I see that. Uh-huh. All right.
Okay, let's
Anna?
move it. Still.
Lucius, everybody just resist their urge to dragon for just until we have time to talk about this somewhere that is, there's gonna be a time really soon where they realize that we stole the egg, and that's gonna be a big deal. And I want to be far away from them when that happens. So let's
So-
We could
So
probably.
what if
have
we
enough.
patter
what
patter.
if we put a
We're moving.
We're right.
what if we
now,
put
we're
a
going.
rope around it and I levitate it? It can make it easier to move.
Like a balloon.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I'm down. Yep, that happens definitely.
Literally a balloon egg. Oh my god.
You guys are just going. Okay, so you guys all quietly make your way through the caverns. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take like a bedroll or something and just like cover the egg, so it's not
And
like
you
a
have to
big
use, like-
dragon
You don't
egg
want to
floating
cover
through
it
the
in
cavern.
Cora's
Blanket.
No,
blanket.
No, I don't want to cover it in a wild magic blanket. Thank you so much, DM, for that incredible suggestion.
Yasling passed levitate though, so
Yeah.
it's floating
I
for
want
us.
to make sure I hide my TNT in it. Is that okay?
Nice. Thank you, Chucker.
Nice.
No, what I
Not
should
nice.
do.
No, I don't have TNT.
I
in
should
mine.
make little voice alerts that are D&D related for very small bit prices so people can just like
Random.
Make it
yeah,
too
talk
small.
to you guys.
What if
Yeah.
what if it was also like for higher bit rewards on your channel? People could like we would each record a little clip of our voice in our character doing like a catchphrase for our individual character.
Cute.
What
And
if
they would
I
be-
did your
Oh.
catchphrases? Because I
Yeah.
do. I'm just
Even
kidding.
better.
Then
Even
if they did
better.
a high enough one, we would do it live.
Wow.
Yeah. Jared, I love the hat of Hemlock. Hemlock's hat is pretty fucking dope. Remember,
I
guys,
love the hat of
God here.
Hemlock.
you can give your favorite party member inspiration by gifting 1,000 bits or $10 in my channel or their channel.
Or $1,000.
Or $1,000. I could definitely use $1,000.
How much do you like Hemlock? Do
don't
you like
we
Hemlock
all?
$1,000?
Anyway, so you make it through. You notice that there are little patrols of demonic entities starting to be noticed in the tunnels. You are able to avoid them as you stay relatively quiet and hidden, but this demonic activity seems to be picking up a little bit.
What exactly demonic activity?
Like you're noticing patrols of quasits, which let me get a picture.
Okay.
Let me see. Quasit.
In my brain, they're always like imps, but I think those are bad.
Yeah.
They
I
look
know
like
what
little
those are.
bugs, little tiny demons.
bugs, little guys.
Kind of. Here, let me get a picture of this thing. These were actually possible like encounters, but they're like you guys are so over leveled for this place that
Yeah.
I felt like it had been kind of boring to make you guys fight these
Ew,
guys
I
all the
hate
time.
them.
So those guys, you've been noticing more of them kind of like scuttling along the walls. A bunch of them just running by really quick. The Prince of Demons coming. The Prince of Demons coming.
Oh my god.
We
Prince of
know
Demons this,
that-
Prince of that.
Fucking brag about it.
Epithet? Or that epithet?
Wait a second. What is that?
I think Prince of Demons is the Demogorgon, right?
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You also see patrols of two-headed Grimlocks, which are kind of like troglodytes, but stupider. Medium size, so the size of a man, just kind of lumbering around, but like they have two heads, though their second head looks horrifically deformed and like it botched, like a botch head growth. And seeing all this weird activity as you are making your way back to basically, you remember there was a way out of this place in the Grey Alchemist's lab. So you're heading that way, but the longer you're in this place, you don't know if it's subconscious or if it's reality, but y'all start to feel gross in your neck area and you find yourself kind of just time to go.
Let's get the fuck out of here before we grow 5 heads or whatever the fuck.
And you
I mean, I've seen two-headed dragons, but not two-headed dragonborns. That would not be cool.
I'd
I mean, it might
rather
be cool.
not be one.
you finally make it to the Grey Alchemist's lab office.
It's good to be home.
You see his body is still laying there, but now it's like bloated and going through stages of decay. And you think it's
Right.
really strange that nobody has come to clean it up or to warn anyone. It's just lying there.
I feel like in an effort to disguise our steps, what if we made his death look like the cultist's fault?
Or what if we took him with us?
That's fine too.
I mean,
All right.
yes. I mean, yes, but could we do both? You know, like maybe leave evidence, the treachery between, just to continue this buildup of infighting to distract
Yeah.
our escape.
Who's good at forgery?
Cora?
I feel like maybe Enno would be because of all the reading that I've done. Like maybe I've seen all sorts
It's
of official,
actually
like,
yeah, it's like a kit and a proficiency
oh
Yeah.
nope,
it's
I
like a
would not be
specific-
then.
trait. Jamin sees like Cora sheepishly raising their hand and just goes, "Would you be able to write a note that's like, ha 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 ha, we did it, sign the cultists or something of that effect?"
And what was the cultist leader's name? I don't remember.
It's like Narak.
Nara.
I think it's so funny. Ha ha ha, we did this. Signed the cultists.
What I'm
Well, they
gonna
are
do is
insane, so.
Totally copy
I'm
the
gonna bring
signature.
the rock
Was that legit?
spellbook to Cora and say, could you copy one of these pages?
Yeah.
Wait, how did you get the spell book? I thought I had the spell book.
Weird.
Not anymore.
Did you steal it from me?
This is something that we can talk
You're not
about.
answering because you can't lie. I knew it.
We are currently carrying a 150-pound egg that is bigger than two of us. We should quickly deal with this.
First of
and
all, I resent that. I am 150
I'll read to
pounds
you
because I'm
exactly
a
how
dwarf.
big the egg
The
is. so that-
size.
It's levitating,
It's
though.
oh yeah, it is. It's a 4-foot
Yeah.
tall, 3-foot diameter egg. Weighs 190 pounds. Sorry.
190 pounds.
Yeah, it's like you can
Gee.
hold it's, but it's floating in the air.
It's heavier than I am. Holy shit.
It's like carrying an armchair.
There's a,
heavy
Yeah.
armchair.
there's a wormling in there.
It's just a balloon, though.
Okay, but can Cora copy a page of the
What?
spellbook?
Yeah.
Yes. Cora can do.
Wonderful.
Here.
Droki pipes up. Let's sew a head to his neck.
Huh, Droki.
That's actually kind of a good idea.
A fucked up great idea.
Whose are you offering?
No,
Well,
we
there's
killed others.
other-
We had those slaves out there that we helped
They-
liberate.
Liberate.
Well, we did because they were
Yeah.
mine jacked.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Lord.
Prisoners with jobs.
Prisoners of
Well, I mean,
If Droki does it, we don't. Droki, you do it. But we need to go.
We
I do
write
have these-
note? Cora write note?
yes, please. Cora.
Okay. So, because she's a Kenku and she can't, like, make. She's gonna have to ask one of you to say, like, exactly what you want written. And then she's gonna have to find a word in the spell book where he's written it and then copy that and then flip to another one to
Or-
find a different word.
Droki says, "Cultists write gibberish all the time. Just doesn't have to
Yeah.
say anything. Just be gibberish."
Just gibberish and copy his signature.
Okay. She's gonna just, like, start drawing circles.
Droki skips away. You hear a terrible cracking sound and then a sawing noise, and then he comes back and he's got a head in his hand and he's like,
And he comes back, and I've got it set up with the spell book open to the page about grafting heads, and like the corpse laid out. Perfect. Over here, please.
"Okay."
As Cora signs his name.
You actually doing the whole ritual?
What?
So you start to realize that Droki starts doing some stuff that you don't realize is listed in the ritual, but it makes sense what he's doing. And you realize that a lot of these scribblings are not decipherable unless you suffer from some form of madness.
Fascinating.
But
Really? I thought
Droki
we
has
were
madness, so
raising-
he's like,
I thought we were raising the Grey Alchemist's cult as like a reanimate dead.
It's a variation on Animate Dead. Look.
Oh. Oh, I
It
see what
includes
you're
a
doing
grafting
now.
element, right? So we might. I mean,
"Oh,
that's some
this won't
abilities.
reanimate. This just, it's supposed to have living. It's to make one person have two heads. I just wanted to sew it on so that the ghosts think the cultist did it."
But
That's
it's
the
coming along with
smart
us,
to me.
so it doesn't really matter.
Oh,
We can leave him somewhere.
I guess we could just have a two-headed corpse of Lord Theo.
Why do you want two heads so badly, Droki?
I just thought we were tricking.
It was a
Okay.
great plan, Doki.
He rips the head off, half
I
so
understand you.
flesh picks goes
No,
everywhere.
we'll
He
keep the
walks
head,
out
it's
the other
fine,
room.
We'll keep the head.
And he just
I'm sorry.
throws
that's
it
my
into the
bad.
pit of mushrooms and just.
J. Mitch, early necromancy is a very trying time in a young caster's life.
Listen, I know what it was like when I first cast my first vicious mockery, okay? I understand. I wasn't trying to pressure the thing. I was just trying to understand what its train of thought was, and it got a little out of hand. Oh, don't apologize.
Is there fire nearby?
Let-
The
let
office
me-
has a huge forge.
Let
like,
me
it has,
move
like, a
us
giant-
to that map real quick.
While you're doing that, Jamish goes over and goes, I'm sorry that I said that your stupid head idea was stupid. I shouldn't have said that, and it was in the right context. It made total sense, and I'm sorry.
Jason's gonna hear and say, "You're an idiot."
To me or
Droki.
You.
Droki
That was a
just
terrible
want to
apology.
help.
What does Droki say?
Droki just want to help.
Droki is very cool.
I know.
And a 0.
Jamish
just
walks
trying to
away
see
and he
the
goes over to
fireplace.
Yes and he goes,
No, no,
Yes.
no. I'm actually saying and a 0 in character.
And we're the ones who are
We're-
ushering the egg. So
Yeah,
you say
we are.
you're like looking over the egg at me to say that.
Yeah.
I look at you, the ghoul, and then we look down at the egg.
I know I said that we would turn in the egg. I'm not really keen on leaving a dragon to either be sold or be left into servitude.
You know, that was exactly what I was thinking. You know, we were back there and we were fighting with the guards and you got mad at me. I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, why, if we make them mad with each other and we just leave with the egg and whatever it becomes, you could have a giant mount.
You want me to ride a red dragon?
Can you imagine? At the very least, he would be our friend, and he could do all cool shit for us. Like, it'd be so cool. And he would be free. He could come and go. And we all know how much red dragons like treasure, and we would get so rich.
I'm just letting
So
you all know
inherently
if
evil.
you actually hatch and keep this dragon, I am making it my DMPC.
I mean,
that's more reason to do so.
Sounds
You
like
guys imagine
incentive.
Scarlet, our DM, dressed up as a sexy red dragon every week.
Yes.
It is the
I'm thinking-
avatar
Yeah.
of my channel, my Twitch,
Yeah, it
or
is
my,
the-
my
yeah,
my
your
YouTube,
YouTube
channel,
channel.
the Scarlet DM.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
are
'cause I
walking over
went-
to the fireplace.
Well,
We were
I
having
went
this
straight
discussion
to
each other.
Anazira.
Yeah, we are
I
having
know
this
Zero.
discussion in
her
Draconic.
name?
Yep.
Cha-ching.
This whole conversation was
Inspiration for
absolutely
a
draconic.
Nozira.
Anna Zira gets inspiration from Poof the Absentee-gician.
Aw.
Poop
Thank
is
you,
on board.
Poof.
That's what he means.
Yeah, Poop is absolutely on board with this too.
So we were having this conversation in Draconic, by the way. So he and I just start inching towards the fireplace, nudging
Yeah.
the egg along.
Yeah.
I'm just
We
thinking
would
of
like
all
to-
the ways I can roleplay a toddler red dragon.
I just
I stopped. Go back, go back, wait.
Taylor Sprout.
What?
Alex Straza was the name I was thinking of.
Oh,
that's
from
not-
From an
Just so you
old-
guys know, this dragon is not going to
No,
be
no, no.
born a sexy mamacita. It is
No.
going
No.
to be a toddler,
A
and it's going
toddler.
to throw temper
Yes.
tantrums, and it's going to be
Be awesome.
You just get to channel Leo.
just a baby.
so as that happens, I'm gonna say like they're inching away towards us as I finish animating Dead on the Great Alchemist with like the soddily re-sewn second head.
Oh, you put it back on.
Yeah,
When
I got Droki to do it. We worked on it together.
he's a little,
I taught him Suture.
he's humbled, but he's happy that he gets to follow through with this plan, even though there's no point to it really anymore.
If we leave his corpse somewhere, it'll be a good way to throw off the trail.
Lortheo, as you're doing this, you kind of glance over at Lortheo's desk where his mirror is, and you see the spirit of Lorthio looking at you like,
Oh, by the way, I meant
that's
to ask,
just
are you only?
low.
I'm gonna pull out Kothar's mirror that I took forever ago.
He's looking at you.
In that mirror too?
Yeah.
Are you in any mirror?
Technically, I'm in your head because you're fucking crazy little fairy. He says that in a very taunting way. Like, you don't know if he's being honest. He's just,
I don't. It's fine by me.
you are, I guess, technically, you are my protege. You are wearing my cloak. So, that
This is
sucks.
probably I'm gonna blow up your office really soon. And I would
Ugh.
hate to lose any of your research. Is there anything I can take? I do respect you.
He thinks for a minute. There's a little journal in the bottom left drawer. It's got just some musings and notes about a certain entity I know you were curious about. Yes, that one. That
Yay!
one.
Oh,
It's not much. Don't get your hopes up. Not much is known. I'm not a demonologist.
but you are a scientist, and I respect that.
Yes, I am a scientist.
Well, you were. Okay, thank you.
He kind of like, as you like, he just fades away as you dismiss his presence.
Then I turn around, like, look, guys, I found out. Oh no! As I see them go.
We put it into the fire at that point.
Wait,
No, stop it.
you guys put it in the fire?
No. The dragon egg.
Yeah, you put the
dragon,
dragon egg in the fire.
James
Yeah.
just turned in the corner, and as they're doing it, he's like, I think a great name
Fire's
for the
over here, I
dragon
think.
egg would be Lead. What are you doing?
Okay, hold on. Whew. Nothing happens, but you feel it kind of like start to stir a little bit. You have a feeling that, okay, I'm just going to tell you how this works. Every time you take a long rest, if the egg is on a fire, I'm going to roll a dice.
Okay.
If
I look
nothing
over- go ahead.
happens, the threshold of success gets bigger.
Okay.
You absolute fools. What are you doing?
I like how you're trying to hatch it right now, like in the middle of the, like, of all places.
Yes.
I think they're
Well,
gonna hatch
might
a
be-
dragon.
Might be easier
This is the
hide
most
the
reckless
dragon.
thing Nicole has ever
I mean, it's not going to be much smaller, and it'll be a lot harder to wrangle. You're right.
You
I'm
see
sorry,
it.
that's
It
what's
actually
happening.
might be easier to travel.
What?
Do you know anything about how to train a dragon?
I think it has something to do with riding it, and the cool needs a mount, so a little?
Listen,
That wasn't the main point, but
We're
I
not-
I
don't
was
think we
explaining that I don't want to sell a dragon into servitude.
what do
I
we
agree.
do after the red, fucking whatever their name is, and
Ombudsman?
and
Chad.
Thomberchard both come after us together, and all we have is a
Okay,
baby dragon to
okay.
show for it?
What if we
Here's-
tell them that the cultist hatched it and it got away?
Why
We
don't we
have a-
just give them the dragon egg? Why are we creating extra steps?
So, first of all, Nicole and I have a better plan. And this is honestly back to my original plan. What we will probably have to do at this point. We give the egg to the city people who want it in the first place. But then we tell the dragon, like he asked us to, we're not double crossing, we're doing our job both ways, that they have an egg and they want to replace him. And we offer to make a new deal with the dragon to take the egg off of their hands again and leave town with it, and he gets to rule forever.
He will not make
That
a deal
is
with
actually-
Please,
hold on,
please
time out,
say
time
that
out,
you're
time
the,
out.
You're the
Time
voice
out.
of reason.
Time out.
About
Your dungeon mistress thinks that is the most fucking brilliant plan to ever come out of Anazira's mouth. Holy
Wait, can I hear
shit.
it again? I got confused halfway through.
Holy shit.
So, okay.
yes.
Everybody listen, this is okay. We have two jobs we agreed to. The city people wanted us to recapture the egg for them so they can replace their red dragon who isn't listening anymore. The red dragon didn't tell us to do anything but tell him what we were told to do after we've done it. We give egg to people who asked us to retrieve it. noting where it goes, etc., and maybe leaving someone sneakily hiding with it so we can keep tabs on. Then we go tell Dragon that the people are going to replace him. He doesn't want that, and we offer to make him a new deal. We make a deal with him to go steal the egg back and leave town, so he can stay and be king of this little island and take care of business how he pleases. We get to rescue egg from servitude from bad peoples, and we never broke any rules. We did all of the jobs we were hired to, and we probably get paid really well.
And what do we do when Thumberchard doesn't want another red dragon floating around and just wants to crush the egg instead?
Who's Thumberchard again?
That's the
big
dragon.
dragon guy.
Well, that's the whole point. We leave. We have no intention of ever coming back. We wait to hatch the egg until we're way far away, and he has no idea where the alien is.
This
He has no
is-
desire to go back.
This is a very risky endeavor.
I love this plan so much.
Agreed.
I
love
want
it.
you all. I want you all to agree to that plan. Is so cool.
But it's
assume.
if I'm outvoted, so I guess we're going along with it.
I'm not supposed to
Wait,
tell you I like
hold
a
on.
plan. I just think it's so cool.
JTC is trying to
Am I-
say
am I-
something.
Am I muted?
No, we can hear you.
I
You're really
For
quiet.
a little while now, yeah.
Oh,
I was
okay.
trying to-
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
hear you.
Like-
Yeah.
Can you not hear me?
I can
Yeah,
now.
we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I'm so
Anyway, that's assuming that the dragon wants to make a deal in the first place and won't just fry us the moment we try. If you forget, he doesn't
Thank
like
you.
making deals.
sorry. Droki pipes in. If you gave the egg to city people first, Dragon needs
problem.
you to get it because he don't know where it is.
Exactly. Like we
Also-
tell him about the problem as we promised we would do. We've done exactly what he told us to do, and then we offer him a solution to a problem that he clearly is going to have to deal with.
Also, I'm rather good at persuading people to do things, so I'm in handy.
Yeah,
Just drop your outfit, please, Thumberchard.
What, your picture is wearing so to start off with?
Yeah, is
Oh.
it the derobing is like the
the sexy.
No,
part.
I'm saying we haven't got any clothes
It's
at
the
moment,
prompt.
so...
yeah.
I actually agree with Anazero for this. I have been thinking about this, and I don't
If-
want. I don't want a dragon in servitude or just killed for no reason.
Exactly. If he's agreeing, if they're agreeing with me, like how could I be wrong? If we're agreeing on something, like it seems like the right thing to do.
It's incredibly faulty.
Nicole, you
anybody
do,
here
as you
even-
say that out loud, like you don't want to see a dragon in servitude, you have like never felt so sure of yourself in that stance. Like that feels like a core value.
Seems as if I'm outvoted.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anyone in servitude.
Will Dragon be Cora friend?
Well, when they're a baby, there's always the whole argument between nurture versus nature. And I think if we nurture right, I think you guys will be best friends. Maybe they'll take you for flying rides.
Cora, yes.
Maybe little
Cora, like,
sibling.
yes. Okay. Yes.
Plus, they're going to be shinier than me. Like, I'm a little mad about it. Like, I'm not jealous. I'm a little jealous. Like, I have really shiny scales, but like dragon scales, unfortunately, are shinier. And it's a whole thing, but it'll be like red sapphires.
Rubies.
Yeah.
Sapphires can be all sorts of colors.
I know, it's just so funny.
Pause.
Rubies, red sapphires.
In Anna Zero's mind, everything's sapphire because I am a blue sapphire color, but
Yeah.
like technically sapphires can be any color. So like
I
just
know,
always
I
be
know. It
sapphire.
was just that was a funny interaction.
It's just
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys, wait. Are you? So you animate Lorthio, who is a bloated, rotting corpse now, with rigor mortis.
Sticks the note in like his breast pocket. So anyone who finds the body we'll see scribbles, and then haha, we did this.
We're still taking
The
it
XOXO.
cultists.
Perfect.
I love that. Haha, we did this. That sounds
Haha,
like
we
the
did
most.
this. Absolutely.
It's like the most obvious trying to pin it on someone else, but they're crazy Darrow cultists, so it's very believable.
Great.
Would it be haha we did this or haha we stole the egg and did this?
I think haha we did this just sums it up, so like it just makes
Okay.
me laugh. I don't know. I like you could do whatever you want, but in my head
That's perfect,
canon,
though.
that's
No,
all
that's
it
fine.
is, and it's
I-
good enough for me.
Will we leave the note on the body or somewhere in the room?
in the
It was on the
body.
lobby.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. There is already actually, because when we got in the fight, I put highly flammable oil on him. So around the room, there's like already very flammable oil.
Yeah.
But I'm also just gonna be kind of doing a bit more, like, just scrumpling up some papers, making a little kindling around the room. It's pretty stone, so gotta make sure
Professional
everything will
arsonist.
catch.
So if we're going to try, we're going to try and take the egg back, aren't we? Good, because that means we don't
Yes.
have to try and hide it when we leave this area. That was another thing we have
Yes.
to talk about.
You know that in the room, the next room is like a ladder that goes straight up into the dock, the dock district, Dark Lake district.
Should we check on our cube friend at the boat?
Labagoo.
Gabagool.
Cora's gonna just go up the ladder a little bit ahead of the party and just peek her head up to see, like, no idea what time of day it is, if it's
You
know-
peek your head up, look around, and you remember that you're still technically underground, and you still have no idea what time of day it is.
okay, but does it look like it's bustling?
It
Are
is
there
not.
people
You're in a
around?
really like obscure area.
Do I notice anyone? Like, is there anyone?
I'd say you see some like a ship being unloaded kind of in the distance, but everyone who's unloading it seems pretty preoccupied, and the area you're in is nice and quiet.
I think we also have password trace still. It's for an hour, so you can.
Yeah, that's
decide.
fine.
That's still on.
That's fine.
Okay, so she'll come back and just say, a boat unload, but pretty quiet.
Great. Well, I have a great plan for a distraction to keep anyone from following us from this direction, and a way to block the path as well.
That sounds
Are you
great.
going to
Should-
set this on fire?
Fire.
Yes. Yes.
So what if we
I
do
learned
this?
how
Should
to
we go-
alchemist fire.
Oh,
Should we go to where our boat was and talk to our cube friend, let them know that we're going to be exiting town very suddenly, and to be ready to leave at any moment? Can we ask him to like organize people to ready the boat for us so that we can?
You could leave your
Like a
NPCs.
river,
All
yeah.
of your NPCs can be ready.
boat.
However,
Yeah.
where are you guys heading? Are you heading to Dark
Climb.
Grove or Neverlight Grove?
I can't remember the name of the. Oh, you mean
Like
like
the
where?
next closest.
Afterwards. Oh,
That
yeah.
would not be taking the ship. If you're going to take the ship, that would probably be because you're going to Blingdenstone. But the way you've gathered the geography of the area, there's the Dark Lake. Sloobdalop
Yeah.
was on the far, far east side. You went straight across a long
Okay.
ways to hit Gracklestug. Neverlight is land further west, and then Blingdenstone is north and east opposite.
Did we
Did
decide what we
we-
wanted to do first?
We
Well,
would
we
go to
do-
Neverlight Grove next.
we do
because
have to go to
need
Neverlight
rescue
That would be the
Sarah.
closest place, and like, yeah, you
But we'd have to walk there.
yes,
So we
or
are
get a
going to-
caravan. You could probably hire a caravan master.
But then
We
we'd
can
have to
tell-
come back.
Then you
And
would
get
come
your
back, and then
ship.
you would get your ship. So, but
Which is
you have been
just
doing if you report all this stuff to Aird Blackstone, Black Skull, the captain of the Stone Guard, you will be in high favor with her, and you can keep your boat there as long as you want. You're as far as they're concerned. And if you decide to expose this little succubus mommy, you might further get some favor and be treated quite well in Gracklestug, and maybe they'll even get you a better boat.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Deal. Sounds like a
Alright.
plan. Okay, so we'll
Deal.
talk to the shipyard guard mommy to make her happy. Get the upgraded boat and be like, we'll be back after a short trip away. Things are gonna get a little chaotic. Just protect our things and keep your head down, I guess.
Who are you saying
Mind
this?
your
And then-
business.
to Ed Blackstone.
Oh wait, you're already there. Are
I
we
guess we're
are we
going?
time
Are
skipping?
we going? Yeah, are we time skipping or are we just gonna?
I don't know. You guys are like I thought you were just
Did you-
climbing out of a manhole right now.
I don't
Yeah,
really
but-
understand what
Wants to
everyone's
blow
talking
shit
about.
up.
Everyone's 45
Yeah.
steps ahead. I'm literally just trying to set up kindling to cover our path. So my
Yeah.
idea is that when we're leaving, I want to. So from the perspective of the Grey Ghost, they talked to the Grey Alchemist, and they're gonna get back to his lab. He's missing, and everything's on fire, and there are a bunch of dead Grey Ghosts around. So I'm hoping that this will be enough confusion that they're not gonna try to follow us. And if they do try to, there's literally a fire in the way, so they won't literally be able to.
Yeah, they will have no way of
So
doing that.
that is where
Follow
my
leads
plan
either.
is so far. I'm not quite at the, and I think we can just close the door and put some rocks and shit. We can rocksmith it behind us so the fire can't get out the way we do. Put it in the other room.
Jamish
Close
will
that door.
assist with
You
that.
could, yeah,
Fire
you
everywhere
could close
anyway.
them.
Yeah.
Don't we
Jamish
have
will
something
assist
that
with the
lets us
stone.
like tunnel into ground? Is that not
Earth
do we have
shift or
Oh,
Earth
a
glide?
finger,
That
right?
the
Wasn't there a finger?
the dingleberry.
The poop.
Oh, that. Yeah.
I have a finger?
No, it's
Well,
the-
there's
it's
a
a rock.
finger wand, but there's something else too.
No,
What does
it
the
was remember
finger wand
the
do?
one we Labagool.
Turns
there
you
was, like,
into
that
a
was just in
potted
that
plant.
dungeon.
Oh, that's a different thing.
The
There was a
dingleberry
wand that
lets you.
there was. Sorry.
Oh yeah, there's a wand that turns a 5x5 cube stone into a gray slime.
Oh, that's not really what I wanted, but
What are you trying to do?
Does it
Oh, I was-
reverse it too?
What, Hemlock?
oh, I was just trying to close the exit behind us.
Oh, you could close the door and just lock it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a wooden. Okay, fine, sure. we do that. Okay, so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, everybody out. Sailor Sprouts out first. And then I'm gonna have like a few of them. Okay, so I'm just going to. Does anyone have any sort of ranged fire attack?
Awesome.
I do.
Perfect. So here's what you do. I'm gonna get out to safety, and then you're gonna do that and start the fire. I'm gonna point to like where I made like the best kindling spot in the room. It's like this entire room is kindling now. Like I've like, and then like I've been busy at work with the Sailor Sprouts. They know how to build a fire. Okay. If lesson 102 arson. Welcome
Is it
Sailor
going to be
Sprouts.
a chemical fire?
Yes.
Excellent. Those are very hard to put out.
There are. And the interesting thing about this fire is going to be a type A fire, which uses fuel and creates ash because of all the wood. And then we're also going to have a type K fire because of some of the other things in here. And then and I'm going to like show them like, we're starting 4 different kinds of fire.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Gonna
Type A.
push them
Type K.
out.
Oh yeah.
All right, and she puts her little pen in her teeth and then just starts crawling.
Come on, Turvy.
Okay. I fly out. I pretend to climb. I'm not climbing. I'm flying.
Y'all
climb out. Yeah.
start climbing out. Yaslin at the rear. You start climbing up. Yaslin, you look down behind you and you see like a little trail, a little paper trail, doused in chemicals, and you point, psst, light it up, and you start to climb up. It's quite a long ways up, and as you're going, you hear the crackling of fire, and you feel it warming up. And as you have enough of a head start that you're not in really any danger, but you hear an explosion, you hear crackling, you hear like rocks rumbling, and as you look down one last time, you see stone rocks falling down and clogging up that entrance, and you're able to pop out of the manhole, and you quickly close it as smoke is starting to rise.
Good job. Hemlock?
Good job, you.
I'm a big fan of fire. It looks great.
Perfect. And then I give the 2-headed Grey Alchemist a little pat on the back, and I'm like, and good job, you. All right.
So where are we? Are we going to take the egg back first and then go? I don't know the order of things we should do.
Well, I think that we're going to need somebody who can be invisible or really sneaky to go with the egg so we can get an idea of where they put it. So when we want to go get it back,
You
we know
know
where it is.
you need to speak with Aird. You know you need to speak with Hagram, the stone giants, and the fire keepers / Thomberchod.
Why do we need the stone giants again?
Because you
tell them.
discovered why they were growing two heads, and you're
We want to tell
probably
them that we
gonna
fixed it.
get a reward.
Yes.
Yeah, we want the reward.
I
They're
just-
the only
I
ones I
couldn't-
like. Let's go to talk to them first.
Are we going to take
Who's
the
carrying
big
around
egg
this
with
egg,
us?
though?
I suppose.
How long does levitate last?
Splitting.
Yeah.
10
I'll-
minutes.
I think we should do business first.
Oh, I
and
feel like
then
the
go to
egg
stone giants
absolutely
with the
is not
reward.
floating anymore if it's just 10 minutes.
Oh no, it's
So we're
it's
just carrying
being
it then.
lugged by
Right,
by
but-
both of us.
Yeah, let's go to the stone giants after we take care of this business mission.
I
Do we
don't know if
have
we're
enough
going.
time?
Yeah, I was gonna say we might have to run for it afterwards. I feel like maybe we should hide and send a couple people to the stone giants to let them know, and then regroup, then go turn in rewards for
Listen.
rewards, and then steal.
How about
Can
I go to
we-
the stone giants and then the rest of you or two people come with me or whatever. Let's split the party. It's always a good decision to split the party.
Party
But we still
three
need
ways.
to- We can't just leave town. We need to still go to somewhere
Anyway.
else and come back here. So, is there any possibility that we can have someone detect where the egg is later?
Right. We can.
Maybe Kofor. He's been pretty good at finding.
I can coordinate all of
Locate-
this with.
locate
I can
object.
cast message and coordinate all of this, but we need to have somebody watching the egg, somebody going to the stone giants. I'm assuming you're taking the egg to the flame keepers and giving it to them, so I don't understand why we're holding it back.
It's just we need to still be able to come back to this town. We can't just leave straight away because we need to go to Neverlight Grove to save Seraph
Yeah,
Well,
we're not
that's-
leaving.
that's
And then
the
we need
other
to
side.
return for the.
for the boat.
Like Burrow's in a different place, I thought.
Yeah.
No, we have to go to Neverlight Grove, then come back here for the boat.
Yes, and we already talked to the guard captain for the what was her the one we talked to her
Wharf
while we
master?
were yeah the dwarf. Wait,
The
who was
wharf
it that we talked?
master?
The wharf master. The wharf master was the one who asked us. You said would be really happy with what we were doing.
Oh no, that's the guard captain.
The guard.
Aired.
Oh,
Aired.
and we haven't talked to them yet.
Yeah, Aired.
No, you haven't talked to anybody.
Okay. We should talk to while they're talking to the stone giants. We should talk to the wharf master, and then go do the stuff. Then.
Wharf master
way-
is nothing to do. The stone guard
Wharf master's
captain.
completely separate.
Yeah, the wharf
Okay.
master has left town.
Okay, so it's the stone captain that we want to talk to
Yeah.
secure our boat for later.
Yes.
There's just so much going on.
Yes.
Yeah, I
a
just
lot
don't know how
going
we
on.
can. I don't know how we can burn our bridges here, go to Neverlight Grove,
What-
and then come back. That's
I don't
how
We're
we
not
understand
building
supposed to do.
bridges.
We're not
The
burning any
stone-
bridges.
The stone
Burning any
captain is
bridges.
going to secure our boat for us, so when we leave and come back, we have a boat.
I
That's
think
okay.
what Yaslin is trying to point out is that if
Mhm.
we attempt to double cross Thambachad and the Flame Keepers, and Thambachad decides to level the town, we cannot get back to our boat.
Exactly.
But
I mean,
we're leaving the
I don't
town
think
with.
with the we're only double crossing the people, not Thaumathaj. We're helping.
Listen,
him.
we have to pick one of the either the Flame Keepers or Thomberchard anyways. So either way, one of them's going to be.
Well, from
pissed.
what I understand, your plan is to give the egg to the keepers, tell
Mhm.
Thomberchad it exists, convince Thomberchad to
Take
ask you to
deal.
steal the egg and run, meaning you are going to double cross the flame keepers. The
Right.
flame keepers have a lot of influence. If they catch on to the fact that you stole this, they would make trouble for you in the city. Yaslin has a very good point that
That's
you
good.
would be
Okay.
burning a bridge. Now, you can try and hope that your influence with the stone
Stone guard.
the stone guards and the stone speaker, the stone giants. There's a lot of stone names in here. Also, you have information on the king's little.
So my
Mama.
point, my point to this is that if we're going to the Flame Keepers and Thomberchard with the egg, we have to make a decision then and there, and we're gonna burn a bridge either way. Either
Right,
Thaumaturge's
so I
gonna
think what
hear about
they're
this egg and get
saying.
pissed and level the town, or the Flamekeepers are gonna get pissed at us and exile
So
us
I think
from
what
the
Yaslin
town.
is saying, do that last.
Right.
But you
But we
do
have to
want
do
to
that.
go. You
How are
do
we gonna
want to.
hide the egg? Is my question.
Oh, I guess you could. I don't know. You guys have put it on the boat.
Mhm.
Is so Neverlight Grove, walking distance, but above us is Blindenstone. If we took the boat to Blindenstone, is it walkable from there to Neverlight?
I'm gonna draw a thing and show you.
Yaslin really wants to save Seraph, so
100%.
she's making sure that Kaka's still happy.
But if we
Yeah.
turn in the egg, I don't see how that's going to either way. The town's not gonna like us.
I mean, you would just have to be really good about stealing that egg in a way that they aren't onto you, or get enough influence with everyone else that even if the Flamekeepers hate you, you would be protected. But you'd have to figure out how to do that.
Okay. I have a plan then. Well, why don't I go to the Stone Giants like we were before? Tell them what's going on, gain their favor.
Okay, do you see this? Does this make sense?
It doesn't come up very well.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay, hold
Wanna
on.
take
I
picture
will
and-
instead take a picture of this and put it in the chat.
You know, I think we've been doing a really good job of setting up misleading information that the cultists
We did
killed the
this,
Grey
haha.
Ghost. Yeah, we did this. Haha. I think that we should just leave another note where the egg was that says we did this. Haha.
That's what I was trying to say. We say that they hatched the egg, and we don't actually give them the egg. Like,
What
so
if
we
we
try and
just
pin it
actually
on
try to hatch
them.
the egg,
I
wear it,
highly-
and then steal the baby dragon.
I advise highly against saying the egg is already hatched,
Then Thaumaturge
because
will throw a
Thaumaturge
fit.
is going to kill that fucking dragon.
That's
But
fair.
also the whole town.
No, we don't
I
tell
posted
Thaumaturge,
it.
we tell the other people.
I
the egg is
posted
hatched and gone.
the map, the rough map.
Into the Discord.
It's not
Yeah.
within walking distance of Blindenstone.
No,
I don't
it's
think
It will
it
take
is.
a very long time.
Yeah, it's like you have to go through Gracklestug to get there.
Yeah. I still
Okay.
think we should just leave the note saying, haha, we did it, cultists. And then just hope that if they discover the egg's gone, they just are going to assume because of all of the fighting that's been happening with the cultists and the Grey Ghost as it is, and they've already been in trouble for stealing it before, so it makes sense that they would
They're
try it
gonna
again.
say, "Oh, you, those
100%
cultists,
agree.
so
We should-
silly."
They should be like, haha, we did it again.
Oops,
100%
I
agree.
did it again. Just leave a note. It's Brittany, bitch.
Oh God.
I 100% agree. I also think I should go to the Stone Giants and the head of the guard, or one of us, and talk to them to try and gain their favor in case that doesn't work.
I
That
think we
should
should
be
do
our
both
first.
of those. I
Both.
agree.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe we split. One group goes to Stone Giants, one group goes to Stone Guard, and then Kuretsu and I will stay and guard the egg in a
Wait,
safe
who's
hiding place.
Kuretsu?
Or sorry. Yes.
Cool.
Nicole.
Yes.
Sorry,
So
your
we're
Zoom name is only
splitting
showing me
the
Kuretsu.
party.
Oh, is
I
it?
gotta move you. Well, it's there. I just have things.
No,
trained,
I
it's
love
trained
it.
Too much.
No, my
I'm on the same
Oh,
page.
no.
I'm just trying to grasp at what the situation is.
Yes. There you
Okay.
go.
So, does anybody want to come with me to the Stone Giants? That's where I'm going. That's all I understand at this point. Nicole,
Not
I thought you had to stay with the
guarding
egg.
the egg.
Oh yeah,
You and
we're
I are-
staying- oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We're
guarding it.
staying at the guys.
I'll
Sorry.
go with you, I'll go with you, J. Mitch.
And we just
Okay.
have to try to
Hemlock
hatch it
also
while
wanted to go
everyone's
with
gone
me.
again.
There's a
No, we're
specific
waiting.
mechanic for
That
it.
leaves Yoslin and Cora to go to the Flame Keepers and Thumberchard.
And Lucius.
But, no, we're
And
doing
Lucius.
the Thaumaturge part together.
Yeah, all
And-
that's at the very
and
end. Everyone
Flamekeepers.
together.
Okay,
What's the
so
first
where?
dragon
Why are we
after?
splitting then? We're Stone Guard
Oh.
and
And stone giants. Those are
Because
the
we
Stone
don't
two.
Guard
know
and Stone
where to
Giants.
leave the egg, right?
Nicole and Anazir stay with the egg. J-Mitch, Hemlock, Kothar go to Stone Giants. Yaslin, Cora, and Lucius go to Stone Guards. We all convene at the Flame Keepers and go, oh my gosh, everything went flawlessly, and then we can execute the plan with the Flame Keepers and Thaumarchar.
Yay!
We've
Let's do
coalesced
it.
into a plan.
I love this plan so much. We have
This is so
30
confusing.
minutes.
Okay.
Speed run.
Do we want? Do you plan on doing a bunch of RP with the Stone Giants and Stone Guards, or do you just want to get in, get your
Hey, yo,
guys,
Stone
and get
Giants,
out?
guess what we found out?
Okay, I'm gonna
Double-headed
do a
problem.
montage then, real quick.
Okay.
So, who's going to Stone Giants? J. Mitch and who? Hemlock.
Jamich, Hemlock, Kothar.
Kothar. You all scurry to the Stone Giants Enclave.
Zombie is coming too.
And Zombie Lorthio is coming too, which is making
head in his-
people... Yeah, everyone's looking at you really weird. It's really disturbing. In fact, as you arrive at the Stone Giants, Hagram is sitting there stirring some soup, and he looks over at you, and he sees the two-headed guy, goes, ah! Oh, it's you. Why?
Yeah,
Two
we get
heads.
that reaction a lot.
Hey. Okay, in fact, I'm not even going to do the role play because it's just going to take us forever. So he's extremely grateful, very concerned, very sad his apprentice died, but so thankful that you saved his other apprentice from a horrible fate worse than death. So he rewards you with a beautiful, beautiful emerald worth 500 gold, and also says you now have his support and backup. He has a lot of
Green sapphire.
he has a green sapphire, and he has a lot of what do you call it?
Influence.
Influence. Thank you. He has influence with the throne, so you have his back. He also lets y'all eat some more soup, and it's delicious. The second team going to the Stone Guard, you report everything that you saw. You show the notebook you got from Plinky. Hemlock, this notebook was like just a weird list of different currencies and treasures from the overworld, which is just weird. And it's just mad ramblings, but Arid looks at it and is like, okay, and she takes all the information, all the things, you tell her everything that you saw, and she feels confident that she can now build a case that there is some kind of weird Darrow uprising, that the cultists are causing issues, and that there's madness. Are you telling her about the consort?
Yes.
Yes? You tell her that you saw Shawl consorting with the Grey Ghosts and overhearing the Droki told you that she was also working with the cultists, and you mentioned the weird reflection portally magic. She seems very interested in this and decided that she wants to expose her, and it figures out this probably the reason a succubus might want to be influencing the king to help keep chaos under control is very, very alarming, and they're going to do some further digging. So you totally rat Shawl out. How that will plan out later will be interesting.
How do I feel about that?
You're not there. At the
You're not
moment.
there.
Hey, you're not there.
I wonder how I'll feel about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted. I was deafened at the time. Did y'all decide in advance that you were gonna talk about the succubus?
I don't
Or
know.
Did you tell the rest of the party before you?
Oh, they didn't decide it with us as a group, but I think we all would have.
Yeah,
told
I'll
them
ask you,
about the
is the
succubus.
whole group okay with that, or did you have another plan with
I feel like
Shawl?
that gets us bonus points with them, right? And we want as much bonus points when we leave.
Y'all were in love with her, though, so I don't know.
I think it's fair that the three people who went, like, I don't think we discussed it ahead of time. So like the three
Yeah, it
people
was
who went
just me,
should
I
probably
think that's.
decide.
I just want to know if I knew. Like, does
Yeah.
Hemlock know that this was the plan? So,
No.
No.
cool. So
None of
sorry,
us knew
Hemlock
that
had
that
no
was the
clue.
plan.
Right.
Okay, I'm looking for what your reward is.
I feel like Hemlock has big. Don't muck around in other people's business. Like, just don't get involved. Just don't give
Well-
people more information. Mind your business. Keep your own
Jamich
counsel.
is the exact opposite. He
I know.
loves the drama.
Well, you two are with the Stone Giant, so we'll see.
Aird is going to let you help yourself to the Stone Guard Armory, And it says you can claim 350 gold points worth of equipment, including weapons, armors, common potions, and scrolls. I'll let you do this, and all of you. Like I'll say every one of you. So before next game, figure out 350 gold worth of. That could be, health potions.
Total as a party.
Basically, yeah, like spell scrolls. 350 gold worth of stuff. So make sure you figure out what you
I
might
would
want.
love to upgrade my armor.
Is it
just
350 gold
A person.
each?
Total?
Or
A
as...
person.
Oh, wow.
Oh, per
Wow.
person? Okay.
Oh, so we each get to decide what we take. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do
okay.
we
I
have
thought
a
that was
list of
total.
what they have, or is
Yeah,
it just...
I'm gonna give you the lists of what's
Okay.
cool. I'm gonna do it in the chat after we're done with all this.
Cool.
Also, you're going to have her shining recommendation. She will stand up for you if need be. She's very appreciative, and she has the best way of showing it. It just says, "All right, your work is appreciated. I will write it in the report, and I will not be conflating it in any way, shape, or form. It will just be written as you said it." Which is the most polite thing she could have ever said. Let's see. Was there anybody else you needed to talk to? Or was it just those two? Cabinet, thank you so much for the raid. I think it's just that. All right, you all meet back up in front of the Flame Keepers. You're turning the egg in first, right?
Yes.
You hand over the egg. They're like, "What? Who took it? What's the deal?" "Oh yeah, those crazy cultists. It was the cultists. The
Cora
cultists.
shows the note.
It was us. Blast! Those cultists and the gray ghosts are working together. I knew that those gray ghosts were crazy. Why is he looks at you. It's like, wait a second. No matter. Yes, put the egg back on
We
the
had to blend
special magical pedestal that we have set up for it. And they point across the hall, and they take the egg and put it on a pedestal and draw a curtain across it.
Why?
It's right across from their barracks where they sleep.
You know what? I'm not gonna ask why you put the curtain over it. I'm just gonna let it happen.
No looking.
What is the magical part of the pedestal? Because they clearly didn't keep it from getting stolen. What does it do?
It is not magical. It's just fancy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Very
That's why.
inlaid
It
with.
just has one of those things, like it has one of those
pressurized?
signs that says this egg is protected by ADT security services.
We don't claim
It
it's
doesn't actually have anything.
It's supposed to be under guard 24/7. It's just it used to be something
just
that
a sign that
yeah.
it says no.
And then you go to Thomberchod. Let's see. You tell him all about the egg, and you can just see him grinding his teeth as you tell him that they were planning on replacing him.
Just so you know, sir, too, most magnanimous Red Dragon, the people had nothing to do with it. It was just the government group. They were
It's
going
the
behind the people's
Stone
back.
Keepers or the Flame Keepers, those
Flame
bastards.
keepers, exactly. Like the people were behind you. They loved your help and service. So I wouldn't even
That's
bother hurting
cute.
any people. Like they were really mad when we told them too. So like Flame Keepers are the only ones responsible for all of that.
Let's see.
I'm like,
So
I'm also like,
I'm trying to like make sure.
yeah,
people don't
yeah,
get
I gotcha, I
affected.
gotcha.
I'm holding Thomberchard's paw and like stroking it and like
Oh.
nodding as he's like angry. I'm like, it's okay.
And oh, by the way, when you turned your shit into the Flame Keepers, they gave you a special badge, a symbol of Laudiger, that again increases your influence. You guys are high society right now. You can go anywhere. Let's see what he gives you as a gift.
Was Laudiger the like who the Durgar?
That's the main Durgar god.
Yeah.
Laudiger. I think Jamich doesn't really like it, but Jamich isn't a very religious person anyway, so I don't think it's gonna be like.
Jamich is like,
He's not a
he
cleric.
recognizes that gods exist. He recognizes that there is like a hierarchy of gods, and he's mostly like traditionally dwarven god
Yeah.
believer and like backer. He's like, yay, go Morden. Morden's great, but it's like If somebody's like, "Hey, you want to go to church on Sunday?" He's like, "I got a thing."
Yeah.
I like when I was young and
Fucking
people talking about football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what's your team? Melbourne.
Yeah.
Wanna go to the game?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
exactly
Yeah,
that.
you
It's
guys,
like,
I have a
where was I
quick
born? That team.
I have a
Yeah.
quick thought that just happened to me. So, if we try to make a deal with him that we are going to steal the egg away to keep it away so he doesn't get replaced, like, we have to come back through town though. If we hatch it before we come back through town, we're coming back through with a red dragon.
First of
If
all,
we don't
you
hatch
guys
it-
don't even know how to hatch dragon eggs, so you're thinking you're getting a
It
little
might- it
ahead
might
of
be right.
yourselves.
So
Yeah.
if we come back into town though, again with the dragon egg, we'll just have to like not let him know that we can't.
You'd have to
promise that
hide
we'll
it.
never bring it back.
Well, you
Thank
just have to
goodness
hide
there's
it.
a huge. Thank
could
thank goodness there's a huge red curtain for us to drape over it.
We could also try to hide it on our boat.
Sure.
So
Okay.
we
we
don't
don't have
wanna-
to look it around.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Do we want to leave it on the boat without us though?
Wait,
What if it gets
one thing-
stolen while we're adventuring? Go ahead. Yes,
I
go.
need to find a table. I'm gonna see what
Yes,
he gives
no,
you.
ma'am.
No
I'm not-
man.
At some point during this time, either from Thomberchard if he has one in his collection, or I'll just go shopping. I'd like to acquire a bag of holding.
Oh,
a
just
good
like that?
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
he's a dragon with a huge hoard of like infinite wealth, and I say if we're saying that we're gonna steal this egg from him, I feel like him
You're gonna
helping us-
hustle a bag of
we can
holding
ask
from
for-
him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be like,
I'm gonna
"Hey,
hustle
please."
a bag of holding from the
Hold on,
dragon.
question.
Yeah.
Other than just holding shit, do you have like a special secret thing you want to do with the bag of holding? Because I think we agreed that we're throwing out encumbrance.
For the whole egg?
Oh, you want to put the egg in the bag of holding? So
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
was asking.
Yeah.
Because then we don't have to have two of us carrying it side by side
I
for the rest of the
see.
next
Egg
10
doesn't need
minutes.
to breathe. Egg
Yeah,
can
eggs do
fly.
not.
Okay. Hold on. I'm looking for the item. Browse items.
Actually, don't eggs need to breathe?
Why do eggs
thought
need to
they did.
breathe?
I thought the air
Dragon
went,
eggs,
went
magic.
through the
Magic.
shell.
Yeah, there is a well,
Oh, I
sort of.
didn't know
There's
that.
there's
There's
sort
a
of. It's more about
thing.
the nutrients that they pull. I don't think they technically need to breathe technically until later because I mean, eggs for any mammal grow inside the belly and don't have oxygen either, but it's like fed nutrients and gets oxygen from the blood flow attached to it. So like there are veins on an egg that are just part of the membranes that are part of the ecosystem inside the egg. There's no external oxygen needed for an egg, technically.
It
I feel like
sounds
this is
like
something-
one time Adrian went on a bender of Wikipedia
had a
just down
baby
a.
It was when I was a kid. Like we
Aw.
hatched an egg. It was cute. My dad used to put chickens in incubators.
Aw.
Luckily, we do have access to an adult red dragon who might be able to answer questions
It's true.
if it's in his interest.
What questions are you asking?
Does an egg
Does it
need
need
air?
Does it need air?
You ask him that, and he's like, "Why?"
Would you happen to have a bag of holding that we could, like consider part of the trade for doing a favor of removing competition?
He was like going through his stuff to find some kind of like oil or potion to give you as a reward, but then you asked for a bag of holding, and he was a bag of holding for the egg.
It'll make it easier for us to sneak it away too. Like if anything.
Hold on. And he starts looking through all of his stuff, and I'm gonna, yeah, fuck it. This is, I don't have the patience to decide yes or no. Yeah, sure. He gives you a fucking bag of holding.
Type 1 or 2? No, okay.
Just get out of here.
We
Um,
don't need it long enough for it to hatch. After it's hatched,
How do we
can
get it
use
to
for other
fuck?
stuff.
Are you starting
She
a
said-
dragon breeding program?
No, you said it. You said you give us a fucking bag of holding.
Yeah. Oh. You have to play romantic music.
Oh, done.
Wow.
Oh wait, no. Damage sucks.
Well, Yasin has a pipe flute. But
Chrissy, wake up!
I don't
We're
like
gonna name
this.
this red dragon Chrissy.
I'm just a baby.
No, I was gonna name it
No.
Scarlet.
Oh, no.
I was gonna name the
Every
little
night
dragon
before bed,
Scarlet.
as we put it on the fire, Jay Mitchell sing it. Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this.
Chrissy, wake up. I'm gonna roll with advantage every time you do that.
Okay,
All right.
but also canonically, J-Mitch is bad at all things musical, so that's awesome.
You make the deal with the dragon, and next week is going to be a heist.
Yes.
Oh.
Heist in a run.
Heist.
Hopefully no
heist.
Heist episode.
So
Also,
I
my
have
chat points out the fact that a bag of holding allows 500 pounds and the egg's only 190, so we got plenty of room for other stuff.
this is what I was afraid of.
I don't know what we're gonna put in there, but it's
The
gonna be
power
great.
of the dragon makes it so only the dragon egg could be in there. The dragon
For
does
now.
not share its
For now.
space.
Until we
Believable.
hatch it.
Yeah, that's
For now.
believable.
Is the bag of holding fireproof? So like if we put the bag of holding in the fire at night, like does it count
You're
as
gonna
putting it on
want
the
to no,
fire?
you're gonna want
No,
to take it
you
out
would
and
have
put
to
it on the
take it out.
egg.
Okay.
It's a
Has to
separate
be inside the
dimension,
bag of
is what it
holding.
is.
And no, you
What
can't
if
make
we just
any
start a fire
weird.
inside constantly inside the bag of holding?
That doesn't work because there's limited oxygen within the bag.
I say you have to take the damn egg out and put it on the campfire when you're resting for the roll to happen.
I'm just happy.
All right, understood.
My plan.
Came to fruition.
Yes. Like the moment you mentioned there was a red dragon, I was like, we are getting that red dragon. And then you mentioned there was an egg, I was like, oh, we're getting that egg.
Oh
I'm
man,
planning this in my
We're
brain for
adopting
the
another
whole time.
monster.
it's gonna be my DMPC.
Right, that was the bingo card of adopt a new NPC.
Oh shit!
Yahtzee! Just kidding.
We did it!
We did it!
Y'all are
Carl,
hilarious.
also
Yay! I think we like checked off all the boxes
I
today.
think,
as well.
I think we blacked out the whole thing.
Well, sorry, my mace didn't get hard, so.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, we didn't check
Even
on it
when
when Shaw was there.
Yeah,
but...
when
didn't-
Shaw was
You were-
like,
you were
hey.
definitely there when I was stroking Thomberchard's paw, so it did get hard.
That
Oh,
actually,
okay,
actually
fair.
broke
J
the
Mitch
mace.
is
It
still
won't ever happen
blue,
again.
It
by
was
the
definitely
way.
there if it was the stupid
J-Mitch?
switch,
like-
Yeah.
the light bulb
You're
joke.
still blue.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
just
Still blue?
I think it's
I'm
cool.
still stroking Thomberchard's paw. Don't care.
And Azira is still like I've been like talking up the dragon, but I've definitely been like eyeballing J-Mitch ever since he turned blue. Like it's
Ooh.
very attractive to me.
Aw. Still, the funny part is J-Mitch hasn't cured any of his claw mark yet, so it's still like there.
It's all
He's
scabby.
working on permanent memories.
I've been meaning to grab a couple scars while I was down here.
Other than the emotional ones.
Yes.
Your guys are getting a
Than the
lot of
emotion-
emotional ones.
Gotten plenty of those down here. First one being my dead brother. But
Perfect.
yeah,
Good job, team. Good job for
Really
being the
pulled
shit
that
out of
one
that
out.
bingo card.
yeah.
You guys
all
did.
right.
You guys
I
did
think we
excellent
hit
today.
every one of them.
We didn't have any combat. I tried to put you in combat
I
twice.
promised we could have a roleplay heavy session.
You're
this
right.
one.
You guys just completely annihilated. You didn't even.
We just zigged and zagged
I
so
didn't even,
hard.
I know. I didn't even need to make those maps.
Yeah, that's pretty.
No, the maps looked
We love your
amazing.
maps.
Apps.
Excellent. Are y'all gonna be here next week? It
hope
is
so.
the
Yeah,
31st of July. I can't wait.
I will not be here.
You're gonna miss
What is
Dragon
next week?
Heist?
Oh,
It's
no.
possible that it's a rough time. Yeah, I'm gonna be out of town. I might be able potentially to like get on voice or like through my iPad or something.
Maybe you could be
but-
in the chat so you can tell us what Cora would be doing.
Yeah.
You could just be the role play. If you do want to get in voice, like with your phone, you can just talk. You can just say what you're doing, and it would be really fun.
The spirit of Korra.
Yeah.
I think Cora's talking to me.
All right, guys. You
We
did.
get experience.
Yes.
Oh my god, wait.
And we have
no,
a
We're
reward.
turning in
Sark
3 quests.
in
Yes.
before
And-
Cora steals the bag and tries to fit it around the obelisk.
Oh no.
No.
We turned
Oh,
in
that's true. We
thaumaturges,
turned in 4 quests.
Yeah.
and the fire keepers and the stone giants and the stone guards.
Yeah.
4 quests
Yeah.
completed in
And-
the same session.
Guys.
And we get XP for completing encounters even if there's no combat, right?
Like
Also
the
from last
I
week as well.
am just going to say this one thing.
Okay.
You're all level 6.
Yay!
All
Get more
or
spells.
but Jamish?
You know what?
Whoa,
J-Mitch.
hey.
J-Mitch,
Damn it.
go ahead and hit level 6.
Yeah, good job, team.
Yeah.
So just be 100 or 14,001.
Okay, I
Excellent.
want to make sure
Yeah,
that Team is on
level
the same level
up.
now.
Are we all going to be the 14,001 now?
Yep.
That way
How
we're
does
all
that
the
work
same
with
level.
J-Mitch?
I am just
What do you mean?
doing it. I'm just giving it all to you because I don't want.
We're just gonna say that his HR roleplay with
Let's
the
just say I
Caught
worked.
him up.
Yeah, I worked
Yeah, just
harder
caught
than
up
all
to
of
us.
you so much this episode that I got more XP. So
Yeah, you just
Speaking
caught up to
of-
us.
Golden buzzers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nicole, who's your golden buzzer?
Hemlock for that entire thing of actually stealing the egg.
I can't believe you guys did that. You were supposed to
I
fight.
can't believe that succeeded.
It literally says those two fight you to the death, but the fact that you showed up looking like the Gray Alchemist changed the entire outcome of that.
You know how hard it is to do that without being able to lie?
I
That's
would-
a
okay.
good point.
So that there was a moment where I was like, I know Hemlock can't lie. It was like, where's Droki? I was like, I know Hemlock can't lie. So like, I jumped in to save Hemlock. I was like, I know where Droki is. And then Hemlock's like, yeah, the last time I saw Droki, they were in
No,
the.
I just said I saw him in that room, which is
yeah,
true. I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
seen
yeah.
him in that room.
Yeah, and you did see him in that room, and I was like, that's so clever.
And I do things like, hey, I don't say I'm giving you like a healing potion. I say, would you like a healing potion? Here you go.
So fucking clever.
That would have been so funny. I was hoping she would succeed. Okay, J-Mitch, who are you giving yours to?
I'm gonna give mine to Anazir for the dragon heist idea.
That was brilliant. Hemlock.
I'm gonna give mine to Nakul specifically because when Anno turned to him with this incredibly chaotic plan, Kuretsu was just like, yes, as like didn't miss a fucking beat as the paladin and like the moral compass.
The stuck up like uptight. No, you're like yes. That was
So
great.
I think the tie there with the dragon's super nifty.
Anna Zira.
I have to give mine to Nicole too because the fact that like 3 sessions ago our characters were hatefully fighting and then we like came together and worked together to like come up with this plan that we both like were all down for, even though we were so mad at it. Like it was Nicole's work on doing that was amazing. So Nicole.
Kothar.
Anna Zero for the heist plan.
Yeslin.
And a 0 for the same reason. Last plan.
Cora.
A dragon.
So did I.
Nicole, for trying to hatch the dragon in the middle of the Grey Alchemist lab.
That was so funny. I was not. I like didn't hear you say you were planning on doing that, so I was like, wait, what? You're trying to hatch?
Just the like unspoken like Anazira and just like Nicole. They just know exactly what's going down.
That's so good.
Okay, we got a tie between Anazira and Nicole, so both of y'all get a golden buzzer. Inspiration next time. Yeah, y'all did great. Excellent. I will post those lists of what items you can take from the thing. It's nothing crazy.
place?
Just like equipment stuff, like adventuring equipment and potions and scrolls. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut y'all loose. You have a great rest of your evening. We'll see y'all next week. Bye, guys.
Friends.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. How do I get y'all out of here? There we go. That was excellent, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. All you new people, welcome. I hope you enjoyed that. I will be publishing